this.
What are you pressing up there?
That's the local video recording.
Oh.
Yeah, so it starts recording the local video here so I can post it to YouTube with the chapters and stuff.
Well, I'm damned.
Yeah, now I get to edit this out. That's what I was trying to do before we talked. But alas, you always muck up my plans I don't explain to you in advance. It's like you can't even read my mind. Oh, well, you know Psycho Mantis? Spoiler alert, that's a guy in the game. Yeah, that's the one. That's a spare. Actually, hand me that. It goes over in the spare
I know,
pile.
this was the one that wasn't as good.
No, but it's still whatever. Okay, let's get going.
What
Ready?
happened to the cardboard box bit?
Please call me last tonight. Late start on dinner. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the cardboard box bit is so played out. We're not doing that. You'll do it later.
Okay.
Anyway. Welcome back to the Lost Joystick Network episode.
Nope, in the middle.
98.
No.
I always look for it in one place, but it's always in the same place. I'm your host, Mike, joined as always by my co-host, JJ. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Cold. Good, though.
It
How
is
are you?
cold here in the great state of Michigan.
I'm always cold.
It has been very cold. Today was a snow day.
Not for me.
First snow day for... No, it was not for you. You were at work at 7:30 in Lansing, you crazy bastard. Yeah, Amy was very much anticipating a snow day, and she got it. Unfortunately, for some reason, Flint Community School District, which is where she works, and then also like the surrounding area, they want to wait till the morning to call it. They always want to wait. Unless they're sure, and then when they're sure nothing happens and people complain, oh, nothing happened and they canceled school early. Man. You always get this phone call at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's like, Amy's like, I wish they would tell me the night before or call me in the middle of the night. Don't wait till 5. I've been up all night hoping. Or if you'd have told me early, I could have been up all night partying.
Yeah.
But alas.
She could have been watching her Diddy documentary.
The one where 50 Cent owns all the
old
rights.
The old Diddy doc.
I love 50 Cent. What a national treasure that guy is.
He is.
One of my favorite videos ever is when he's talking about the ALS challenge with Floyd Mayweather. If you can read one page out of this Harry Potter book, that is the best fucking video. I just love him so much. That dude's great.
Fitty for president?
Fitty, not Diddy.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I'd vote for him.
I should share that Resident Evil cover in the Discord.
No. Yeah. I don't know, maybe. Anyway,
Pretty
Jay, how you been, bud?
Good. How have you been?
Good. All right, moving on. Did you buy anything or we talked about how good we were? I thought we just moved on naturally to the next segment.
That wasn't very natural.
Oh, okay. Well,
that was awkward and bewildering.
What have you been up to lately? You do anything good or bad or anything at all, really?
Been working.
Yeah.
Been hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Hung out with you a little bit.
Yeah. Have you been playing any games recently?
I have been. I have.
What? Like what?
What have I played? I played a role-playing game. What was that called?
Go on.
It was
Yeah.
Bill Ripken Jr. Baseball, I think.
Was it? That doesn't sound like a role-playing game.
No.
Is that where you have to like try to elude the FLIR sensors and get your fuck face bat through?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You got to go hide out in Cal's basement.
Senior or junior?
Yes.
Probably senior. It's his dad. I mean, that's what I would do. Been there, done that, buddy.
I've been playing something. What was I playing? I played the game that we'll be talking about tonight.
Any clues around you that might jog your memory?
I haven't been playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Okay. All right. Well, then forget it. I don't want to hear about what you played anymore. Oh.
Expedition 33.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You dragged it out a little too long.
I got the subtle hint there.
Yeah. Oh, did you finally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay, good.
So, been playing that a little bit.
Okay.
I think that was about it, really.
How far did you get? What'd you do?
I still haven't gotten much farther. I need to really get
You really got to get, man, dude.
Been busy.
I don't care. Tell them you're
It's this
busy.
time of season.
Tell the people you work with that you can't make it. Get good, Jay. See?
I should.
It's man.
Has
You're gonna be
Angry Jay, have you started playing the game?
You're gonna be so sad.
Throwing stones at glass houses?
Look, I'm not gonna begrudge Angry Jay for dunking on you here because that guy is what, the 4-time defending champ of King of 94. Like he's got to focus. You have to train. You do not just become the Ultimate Fighting Champion. Okay, that's not how it works. It's in my backlog.
Oh, likely story in my backlog. He says.
Yeah. That's a real thing that people our age still have.
Yeah, I actually do.
I've realized I've had to start playing these games. That's why I started the podcast.
That actually got moved up. Actually, Expedition 33 got moved up because
you got expedited.
Because you were riding me so hard about it.
You had to play. You have to play it. It's amazing.
Like, dude, you got to play this game.
Move it to the front.
I did. Moved it to the front.
Put off all responsibility like I did. Stop doing anything.
That would be a great gift this year, this holiday season. If you know anybody that's in need of a video game, and you are just going, not sure what to get them. Expedition 33, even if they still have it.
What if they don't have a PS5 or PlayStation?
Then they need to go buy one. Then, in the great words of Angry Jay, you need to get good.
Yeah, it's good. I agree. I could not agree with you more here, sir.
So a spoiler alert for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting you for Christmas?
What?
Expedition 33.
I'll take it. You want to give me another copy? I'll put it on the shelf. Fucking, I'll put it next to my bed.
No, I'll get something else. But, what about you? What have you been doing? Anything? Hanging out?
I'm getting ready. Hanging out, playing Nintendo. Cock.
Yeah.
I am getting ready for our friend and our LJN slumber party.
Oh.
Kalen is making the trek.
Yeah.
From Milwaukee tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he'll be here tomorrow night. And I took off Friday and Monday. And you were off Friday and Saturday, I believe.
I am.
And we're going to go goof off and be idiots and shop for video games and eat pizza and listen to Bad Religion or something.
I thought we were going to go boot shopping. You said goof off. I thought we were going to new boot goof.
Well, we could do boot goof a little. You want to go to a boot store?
What's that? Oh, I'm just goofing. New boot goofing.
Hey. Hey.
Sorry. I love that. That's like my favorite skit.
I know. I personally like, what's Nick Swarson's character? The gay hooker.
Oh, yeah.
I've been murdered. He's like, the cops are talking and he goes, I have a girlfriend.
That show is so underrated.
And she has sweet boobs. And he goes,
sweet boobs.
He goes, I put my wiener on him. It's so funny. Like, it's just like, what's his name? I forget his name. I love it, man. Oh, my buddy Dominic's in the chat. Dom. Oh, I love you, buddy. Miss you. That's my buddy in Vegas, Dom. He's my video poker gambling degenerate friend. Hey, Dom, by the way, we got a good offer from the Green Valley Ranch people for the end of January, beginning of February. I may have to come out. It's too good. Free nights, $800 in casino credits, and like $900 in free play or something stupid.
Come on out,
like,
he says.
Go have whatever dinner you want. Here's a bunch of money to gamble with. I was like, holy shit, this is actually a pretty good offer. These are like old offers I used to get.
Dom's the one you sent the screenshot of when we were playing Texas Hold'em on Xbox 360.
That is correct. I want to. We busted out the I had Hold'em in the Xbox 360 arcade on my old Xbox. I pulled it up. And there's a great story I won't bore everybody here with, but Dom busted out of the World Series of Poker one year with a very specific hand, and that exact hand came up in Hold'em.
Yeah, I got it. You were like, hold on.
I got it, yeah.
You're like, I got to take a picture of this. And I'm like,
Jay was so confused. You're like, what's going on? I'm like, I hate you. That's the text he sent me right after, too. But that was pretty fun. We went to pot with it. I had to send him the picture. But anyway, so yeah, we are going to do the old LJM slumber party. Kaylin will be here for the weekend. Looking forward to hanging out. I got to clean the basement bad. Ooh, big trouble. Not good. Mess you up. And then other than that, I played the game for the show. I worked. I've done a little transition in my role at my job, so I'm doing more of like a technical enablement role now and other stuff as opposed to like technical alliances. Nobody knows really what I do, but it's a different role, similar in the company, in the same place. And then, yeah, I think that's about it. I'm trying to think what else I did. I didn't go to any concerts. I didn't go to any sporting events. I don't know. It's been pretty. It's only been a week though. I gotta remember we were just here last week.
Yeah, I know.
So like it hasn't been like a whole bunch of time in between.
Yeah,
what else? I played something else. Oh, I played the other version of this game for the show. And then I think that was it. I'm pretty sure that was it. That's fine. Oh no. I take that back. I did play one more thing.
What'd you play?
I won my first tournament, 4 rounds in Idaho, Tiger Woods PGA Tour Golf 2005 on the Xbox.
That's your first time you ever won it?
No, well, I mean, in 20 years, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant just like ever. I'm like,
No,
you never won one before?
No, I've won tons of them. I spent way too much time playing the game. Dude, I'm going to tell you what, like riding a bike, I got on, I was like, oh, I remember all this. Do this, do that. Dude, here's how you spin it. Everything comes right back to you immediately. And I played it on Xbox back then too, so all the buttons were the same. Oh, man, I think I shot, I'll have to look. Hold on, I'm going to look real quick. I should share this with the group. But
while you're busy on your phone.
Yeah, well, this is for the show, Jay. This isn't just me fucking off. Okay, here it is. I won the Coeur d'Alene Championship in, I believe, Boise, Idaho.
Oh.
I shot rounds of 55, par 70, 55, 55, 57.
Dang.
52.
Wow.
52. Second place, there's a tie for second between two guys, -7. And then I was in first place, -65. That was the first tournament I played. No practice, no nothing. Just went straight from the car to the tee box and started just raking.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
As dumb as it is.
I can't keep all the women off me. Look at me. It's impossible.
As dumb as it is, golf games in general are great. I got PGA Tour or whatever I grabbed for the
you got
PS5.
the new one. Yeah.
I grabbed that and I'm like, I played it and I'm like, this is amazing. Like, it's so relaxing.
They're just fun games. And it's like the guys, I like the chippiness of like David Faraday, and the guys like Faraday will say something like, oh, that's going to be in the rough. Yeah. And then the other guy comes in and he's like, hey, David, how long have you been doing this? Because that looks like the green to me. And he's like, they're just shitting on each other. And you're like, this is great. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. There's nothing quite like holing out from 270 yards with a driver and get a double eagle. You're just like, yeah, sure. Why not? How do you keep all the women off of you? I don't.
He keeps me around.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. This is the repellent.
Yeah.
But other than that, not a whole lot. Just been chilling, doing the work stuff. Like I said, it's really only been a week, so it's not that much. But honestly, I bought more than I had expected. So
you're off the rails. Why did I sound like that? I just sounded like I should have said rip the knob off.
I don't know. We got to get the new mics because they're going to sound fucking sweet.
They might. Oh, God, I did it again. Why am I doing that?
I don't know. Go ahead.
It's time to turn up the volume and collect some stuff.
No.
I don't know.
Just, it's supposed to be quiet, and then you just go, collecting.
Oh, you mean collecting?
I feel like I'm going to do a remix of that song myself. I need to talk to Chase Bethea.
Yeah.
Got to talk to Chase and say, hey, man, we're thinking about doing a couple tracks. I want to make a split. Maybe we do a Collector's Quest split where we put Shillmatic on one side and then our original song on the other. That actually would be a very good idea. And then press it on vinyl. All the nerds would have a field day with that. A field day.
They would.
Anyway.
We should do that, and we could press it and release it. We could release it Midwest.
Fine. I got to talk to Chase. I love Caitlin there. Says, I quote Tiger Woods all the time. No one knows what I'm talking about, but it's fine. You just summarized my entire life. You can press
Eric
vinyl on
jumped in.
SoundCloud now. Wow. Oh, yeah. Velmont.
Yeah.
Right? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to use his real name. I mean, Eric V. That's too obvious. Let's go with E. Velmont. It's a Simpsons gag.
What?
I'm sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, he remembers when me and him and Keys used to play. Keys is a buddy of ours.
Yeah.
So, quick funny story, then we'll go
Is
to
this
the
about
collecting
buying stuff? Because we've already transitioned.
Yeah, it is actually. It's going to be.
Okay, hurry.
Exactly. So, Keys works for an ambulance service. And he used to always tell us stories. You know, something would happen. Would leave names out, but he would always tell us stories. And it would always end in, yeah, they died.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, yeah, I went to this one. It was one time I got called on this deal and showed up, and the guy was choking on a hot dog. So we had to give him the Heimlich, and we had to, like, intubate him and give him a trach. Yeah, a trach. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, what happened? He was like, I died.
I died.
All the time. It was always, he died.
Oh, yeah, he died.
So
He's dead. He's been dead for weeks. All
So
right, Jay.
back to collecting.
Yeah, speaking of dying, how bad has it been in the collecting world? Have you died there? I have no transition or segue here. Did
that's pretty
you
bad.
buy anything is the real question.
I grabbed a couple things. We, you and I ran down to, where did we go? We went to Retro Taku.
I
And we
don't
went
believe that
to a
that was
couple
me.
Media reloads.
We met, what was his name? Claire? Down there? Remember the guy?
Yeah, Claire.
Nice guy.
Yeah, because we were like,
Seth's
man,
buddy.
Yeah, we were like, why does everybody have a really strange name that works here?
Yeah. Devin and Claire and Seth.
Yeah.
They're all good names.
And then there's Alex.
And then there's Jay, who won't tell me what he bought.
Oh, stuff. So in lieu of our last episode, which was Tekken 3, for the arcade from 1997.
Right, from 1997.
Yes.
Because the PS1 game was in 98.
Yes.
Then we would have done that this episode. We could have done it again.
We could have.
We
I
could have
thought we were going
reviewed
to.
both versions. I made the judgment call, the executive decision to not.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
But you actually picked up a copy of Street Fighter versus Tekken, Street Fighter X Tekken for the 360. And I was like, well, shit, I might as well buy that.
It was funny
It was
because
like $5.
I was looking at the strategy guides, and I saw one that said Street Fighter X Tekken, right? And I was like, I don't remember this at all. I just looked at it. I was like, huh. And I'm like, well, I'm not buying the strategy guide. And then we walked over, and it was the game I saw. I was like, I just saw this game. You're like, I'm buying that. Give me that. I was like,
I did.
all
I
right.
slapped you in the hand.
Fuck it.
So
Give me that. Put that shit down. That shit is mine, son.
But no, I grabbed that.
Drop that shit.
And then we went over to on the wall behind the counter there, they had a bunch of games, and they actually had a Zombies Ate My Neighbors for the Genesis,
Yeah.
which we did that game a while back.
Zatum.
Yes. And we did the Super Nintendo. Well, we did both, but
Yeah.
we mainly talked about the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's right.
The better version.
Yeah, that's right.
But I didn't have a copy of that, so I grabbed that up. And then I just grabbed a couple loose Nintendo games, some bangers. I grabbed Out to Lunch.
Super
Yes.
Nintendo.
Yes.
You got that
I said
at...
Nintendo. That was at Retro Taku.
Was it?
No, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, it wasn't.
I got Zombies Ate My Neighbors and the Street Fighter Tekken
Yeah.
at Retro Taku.
And then we went...
And then we went over to Media, and we went to Warren, and then we went to Utica. Media really didn't have anything in Warren.
But the Utica one is
The
where
Utica
you
one
found
always
Out
has
to
good
Lunch
stuff.
and then something else.
I got Out to Lunch. I got Clue.
Mm-hmm.
I got Michael Andretti's IndyCar Challenge. So some bangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got Cal Ripken Jr. Baseball.
His brother, Bill Ripken, also played. Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard.
So, Jay, I think we need to start not necessarily a segment, but during the collecting segment of the show.
Yeah.
I believe what we need to do, I'm gonna ask you about this. We should note your current status in your chase for the loose SNES US NTSC whatever you want to write, license set.
Oh, my.
I think we should add that number because you know that number right now. I think if last time I heard it was a very symmetrical number.
Yes.
So I say we do that.
We can.
All right. So how many total are there?
You were right with the Spectrum. Wow.
But how many are there versus how many?
If I remember my math right, 727.
727 is the licensed U.S. set.
Yes,
There's only
yes.
one unlicensed game. It's Noah's Super 3D Arc or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Noah's Super 3D.
Which I have some
3D.
repro stickers of that over at
We
your house.
sure do. Somewhere. There's
Yeah.
somewhere over there.
Yeah,
We'll find it
there-
when I clean up when Kaylin gets over.
That was a Josh gave those.
But you are now up to how many?
444.
444. So if I do some simple math here, and I divide 444 by 727, which that did not work at all. That's
No, it
very
sure didn't.
odd. 44. What are we doing here, folks? What's wrong with you?
Do you want me to finish
444
showing what I
by
got?
727. Yeah, hold on. Result is, what's wrong with this thing?
You got a number?
Result is undefined. 444 divided by 727 equals. You are at 61.07% of the set. I will say that is 61%
Yeah.
of the set. All right.
Sounds pretty close.
7%. 61%.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So I think we need to keep a running tally.
Huh.
That means you're going to have to be responsible every show to let me know how many you got in advance.
Okay.
All right.
I can do that.
Almost 67%. Trollololol. Okay. What else did you buy?
Oh.
Since I interrupted and talked.
I
so
talked
long.
about Cal Ripken. I got Zool.
Zool.
Yeah, it's the ninja of the ninth dimension.
Zool's no Zoop.
No.
Did you get Zool 2?
No.
I think that's available on the Atari Jaguar.
I probably won't get that then. And then I got Ultima, the Black Gate.
The best Ultima?
No.
Go on.
And then California Games 2. That's it. That's all I got.
California Games 2, like California Games 2 Thriller Safari? Or just California Games as well? Moving on.
So, Mike, what about you? Did you get anything?
I did. I bought stuff. I actually bought some stuff today, too. Well, I haven't paid for it yet. But that's neither here nor there. Okay.
Did you steal it?
Well, no, I didn't steal it. I just got... Kyle and I have an agreement. I take stuff. I go figure out if I have it or not. And then if I don't, I keep it. And if I do, I keep it. And then I never pay them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. California Games 2, Electric Boogaloo. All right, so went with you, obviously, down to Retro Taku and the Media Reloads.
No, we didn't.
It's true. You know it's true.
I didn't go there.
So went to Retro Taku. They had some sealed Xbox 360 games, and they were good prices. So I grabbed a sealed copy of Guitar Hero 3 for the Xbox. It is in very nice shape, and it is also not an NFR.
How many copies of that you got now?
3 or 4-ish.
You got the loose one.
Well, I don't have any loose ones. I have an empty case.
Oh, no, you have an
Then I have a
empty
regular
case.
one. Then I have this one. Okay. And maybe others. Anyway, grabbed that. Then they had Silent Hill Downpour for the Xbox as well. 360, I should say. These are all 360. Sealed. And this was like, this game generally goes for about $100. It was marked at 70, and then we got a discount because I had it or whatever. So I paid less than $60 for this game. So I was like, I got to buy that. It's Silent Hill, and I could always sell it. Who cares?
Sounds like that's going to Midwest.
Maybe it goes on the pile of games I'll never play because no one wants to play that game. Then we talked about all the Tiger Woods acquisitions I made last week, but I bought the non-South Park standard edition of Tiger Woods 99. This is the copy that does not have The Spirit of Christmas on it.
Yeah.
So grabbed that to go with my immaculate Tiger Woods collection. But if I brought it out here, you wouldn't be able to see us because it would cover both of us up. Anyway. And then this was the coolest thing I bought that day. It is the King of Fighters 96 command book. It is in Japanese completely. It has the moves for everybody like Ryo Sakazaki and Joe Higashi, Andy Bogard, and his brother Terry, who you know from Fatal Fury because he wears the hat.
Yes.
But this was really actually a cool little book. It's like the size of a CD. I was like, man, that's genius. These people in Japan, they're much more efficient than us. Why does a strategy guide have to be that so fucking big? Also, I didn't realize this little cover comes off. Look at that. It's like a little dust jacket. But yeah, this was $5, and I thought that was a total steal.
You could put that over your. You take the dust cover off and put that over your copy of Ooh La La.
Oh yeah, and I could look at it in school. Yeah, with Biff. Right? Isn't that what Biff was reading?
Yeah.
So the funny part about this book, I looked at it a little bit after I bought it, right? So you open it up and it's, the King of Fighters 96. Mooks are the absolute best. And it says KOF with the little wings. It looks like the REO Speedwagon logo a little bit if you look at it there. Okay. For those that are really old like us. And there, it's all translated. Violent fighting to come again. As a year flew by from the excitement, we now declare the opening of our special team tournament again. And then it's all Japanese. There's a story in here.
Talking about Tekken?
Terry, and maybe because there's a lot going on. But it's pretty cool. Little command book. Shows you all the moves for Iori and all those people. So that. And then today, magazine layouts and books equals mooks. I thought that was moops. I'm sorry. The card says moops.
Moops.
It moops. Say more's. Moops. Went out to Media Reload today to try and find
a game.
A copy of the game that we're doing today. I have a copy, but I was like, there's 2 other copies I could find. If I can find them, I'll put them on the set. But I couldn't because, again, one of the best-selling games of all time for the platform, and you can't find them anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, but while I was out, I did find some other things. I found a PS1 copy of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, the best Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and I've never played it on the PS1, by the way. But this is my favorite one, but I'm sure this is not my favorite version of it.
It was during the transition, so it was on 1 and 2, wasn't it?
What?
Wasn't
Yes,
Tony Hawk
this
3
was the
on
only one that was on both.
Yes.
Yeah, because
it
4 was only
during-
on
it
2.
when
Yes.
the PS2 was coming out.
Yeah,
or
this
when it
probably came out in like 99 or 2000, I'd imagine. 2001. Well, it would have been 2001 at least because it came out, the PlayStation came out in 2001.
Yeah.
PlayStation came out in 2000, so this probably came out around then. Also, I found my receipt for my PlayStation 2.
Really?
It's super faded. But yeah, October 26th, 2000, Hilton Head, Target, 8:44 p.m. I bought a PS2 for $299.99. And no games because I didn't want any of the games they had.
Yeah.
And then we wound up shopping for games later that day somewhere else.
Oh,
I don't even remember what we got.
just buy a PlayStation 2 and go home and just sit there and stare at it?
I also found, was 4 on PS1 as well? I guess it's probably right because 4 I think was on, yeah. You'd know. Also, you'll enjoy this, Jay. I'll have to share this with the group. I did find the receipt I was talking about where I bought the Toshiba 32-inch 32 AF42 TV in 2002, October of 2002, for $800 at Best Buy.
What'd you pay for the 75-inch TV?
It was about that, maybe less. It's also much lighter. That one's better value per pound.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. So anyway, more. So Kyle got in a really kind of nice collection. I was kind of talking about it before we started the show on the live stream, but he got a bunch of like Xbox up to GameCube type stuff, and a little before, a little after, but not as much.
And that's
but
where Tony Hawk came from.
No, this came from Media Reload.
Oh, okay,
Everything
okay.
else I'm about to talk about, I got from Kyle from this collection. It was like PS2, no real PS1, Xbox 360, that type of stuff, GameCube. So a lot of that kind of stuff. And it's all really nice and in good shape. So I grabbed a couple of them. But he had some really kind of abstract stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the most abstract. TV, sports, football for the PC Engine, the Japanese Hue card for American football. I cannot imagine this was a fantastic seller over in Japan.
Do you sell the basketball that we tried to sell the last couple of years at Midwest?
Probably in the bin over there, but it's not Japanese.
You should keep it, though.
Well, I
You have a
don't.
sports collection now. For the
I
football.
have it. I already have a in case one. I do not need the other one. That's why it's for sale.
Oh.
That's anything in there. I already have.
All right, fair enough.
All right. This I thought was relevant. It's Christmas Nights into Dreams for the Japanese Sega Saturn. And this was like a promo, I think. They either gave this away. I don't remember the story about this. I read it a long time ago and then I forgot it. So I need to go read up on it. But this was just kind of a neat little like Christmassy. It was like, oh, that's cool. Nights into Dreams, Christmas. And they also put this out here in the US as a demo or something too. And then I have Neo Geo AES carts. I have a Neo Geo MVS in my garage that I play on pretty regularly. But I did not have any Neo Geo CD games. I had a Neo Geo CD back in the day when I sold my AES to get a Neo Geo CD like an idiot because, those are cheap now.
I was going to ask if you had a Neo Geo CD.
No, but at some point I'm going to get the Neo Geo CD Z, which is the
good
2X. That's the 2X drive.
Yeah. That's
Right?
a good
The
one.
original Neo Geo CD has the 1X drive and everything's super slow to load. Just really slow. I think 150. I think it's like 150 kilobytes per second it reads at or something like that. And that the other
Sounds
one is
lightning
twice.
quick.
It's not. It's faster than your old modem. I got King of Fighters 94 for the Neo Geo CD because it was one of my favorites back in the day. I had the US. This is one of the saddest things I know that I sold is the US AES version of King of Fighters 94. I found the news group post many years ago that showed what I had. And now this is not a cheap game anymore at all. I mean, most Neo Geo AES carts aren't, but that one was probably the most expensive one that I had at the time and is now hard to find and expensive. Anyway, and then, so that just means I got to get a Neo Geo CDZ at some point. And Drew knows he's the aficionado. They had Double Dragon. They had the other games. Maybe someday I'll get them. There's other ones I wanted. I always liked the carts better, and I had them. And then I had the CD for a little while, and I was like, I don't know. I probably needed to pay the rent or something at that point in my life, so I sold it. Who knows? And then I bought some PS1 and one Xbox game. I'll start with the Xbox game. I might already have this one. Simpsons Road Rage for the Xbox.
I think I actually saw that downstairs the other night.
You might have seen it for the GameCube because I found a GameCube copy of it in Saugatuck a few years ago for $3.50 at a thrift store.
I remember that.
Yeah. So that's, I think, the one you're thinking of it. But I might have it as well. Who knows? I probably do. But it's like a $15 game. It's pretty cheap. I would grab it. This one's still got a little shitty sticker on it, but no, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks for the PS2. It's got our friends Kung Lao and Liu Kang on the cover there. And I'm sure this is a great game. It looks, all those MK games for the PlayStation and PlayStation 2 are so good.
Moving on.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I got to save those are the best ones. Shining Force. I don't know if it's Shining Force EXA or Shining Force EXA, but I like the Shining Force series, and I didn't have this, so I know I don't have this one. I grabbed it. Definitely nice. Yes, 100% crickets. So little Shining Force. And Xenosaga Episode 1. Der Will zur Macht is what it says on the front. I don't know what that means.
Whatever you just said.
But whatever, I don't believe I have Look at that manual.
It's a nice manual.
Everything about all this stuff was super nice. So I had to grab that. And then the best two. I'm going to show them at the same time.
You show them at the same time?
Nobunaga's Ambition Rise to Power for the PS2. And Romance of the Three Kingdoms 11 for the PS2. That's right. Not one, but two PlayStation 2 Koei games. Nobunaga. That's right, folks. And they're so nice. I was like, wow, these look unplayed, just like my Uncharted and all of those games. For good reason, probably. Shining Force is dead to me after SF2. Wow. Chris is over on YouTube. He's giving a shit. Tiger Wolf's over.
Who's this Chris guy?
Ayo, he says. Little Tiger Wolfie over here. Got a little Tiger Wolfie.
Yeah, where's Tiger Wolf?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't found him. There's a new guy in the chat from YouTube, though.
Who's this guy?
Chris Glidon. I don't know that one.
Seems shady to me.
But that was, I think, about...
I bet he hates Koei games.
I did buy one other thing today, but it wasn't for me. Jack White did that limited print for the Lions Thanksgiving Day game. Like his artist did one. And our mutual friend, Barbara Zach, wanted one. And the guy put them up for sale. I'm like, everybody wanted one of these things around here. He put up, how many, Jay?
40.
40 for sale. They were these prints. And he said, they're going to go up at noon. You're going to get a special gift. I'm putting up 40 of them. Dude, I told Zach, I said, if I can get one, I'll sell it to you for whatever I paid for it. Because he was going to try. He really wanted. He'd asked me about it before the game because my buddy works for the Lions and he thought maybe he could help. And this isn't apparel, so he couldn't. And I jumped on and got one. And it was like,
do you have a picture of it?
Not available. Not that I can put up. I'll whatever. I'll put it in Discord or something. Okay. But man, that's the kind of stuff I love to do. Like I love that. Like, okay, ready, go. Like at noon it starts, and I'm like 11:58. I'm just refreshing, constant, bang, 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 bang. And then the second came up, I was all prepared. Hit cart, hit pay, and I was done. And by the time it had refreshed back to the page after paying, they were sold out. They sold out in probably 5 seconds. I'm not even
40
kidding.
Of them. I mean,
I know. I'm not even kidding. They sold out so quickly. I went down. And he goes, dude. He goes, I had it in my cart. I went to pay. It was gone. He goes, you didn't get one, did you? And I said, I did. So I got that for him. But oh my God, it was fucking $250 for this thing.
That's nuts.
It's cool, but I was like, I bought it because I knew he'd want it. But also I knew if he didn't want it, I'd be like, that's fine. I'll just sell it for $1,000 on eBay or something. Who knows?
I can see what this thing looks like.
Oh yeah, I got it right here. He sent me a picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got a picture of it.
I don't think I actually saw the print.
It's this is riveting.
Is it all blue?
No.
Okay, it's not what I was thinking. Then.
Here, go to. I can show you it's right here. You know what? I got it right here. As a matter of fact, I bet it's still up. Where's the stupid window? It's this window. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Big. Oh, that's it right there, isn't it? No. Okay.
The universe is sending you a sign.
Big.
No, the internet is sending him a print.
This is it right here. Well, if it would load the page. Sold out. That's it right there. And then this is what you got for free. So it says Jack White 3. It's got his little 3 logo. And it says Detroit's 86th Thanksgiving Day Classic. The date, Ford Field. Thanksgiving football on TV, like a 1960s type. It's all awesome. Very 50s, 60s themed. It was very cool.
That's super cool.
And it's neat, but I was just like, I'm good, man. If it's 8.5 by 11. And it was $225.
8.5 by 11?
8.5 by 11. 100-pound French paper, numbered edition to 40. So, yeah.
Wow.
It was cool, but it was also
worth a mint.
Oh, that's what I said. I was like, if he doesn't want, I told him, I said, if you don't want to pay for it, I don't blame you. It's $250. But I also knew damn well, I guarantee you there's at least one on eBay right now for $1,000,
I
like
bet.
whatever. So, all right. So that's what I bought.
Huh? Nothing else?
I
That's
think.
it?
Well, I bought something else, but everybody will find out about that in the next few days.
Okay.
That's all done. I bought something for somebody that's in the chat that I can't talk about. It's a gift.
Nope.
For them and their co-host. Could be anybody really in the chat. And then
Talking about Drew and Sean.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got Bob Seger and then you got Sean the Silver Bullet Band.
Yeah.
So which is what you use to kill vampires or werewolves. I don't know, whatever. Werewolves. Vampires is a stake across, right? Anyway, so Jay, what game are we doing?
Vampires is a steak. Werewolves is a silver bullet.
I got it. Yeah. I pieced it all together. I'm tired. I've been up since 5 a.m. since the phone rang about that school closing. Yes, werewolf. You're right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked you a question, remember?
I didn't hear because you were talking about getting up at 5 a.m.
Jay,
School
what
closes.
game are we here to talk about today?
We are here to talk about Tekken for the PlayStation. No, sorry.
That came out in 1998.
It did.
Well, now it's episode 98.
Yes, this is episode 98.
Where we've got this and one more episode of our yearly episodic correlation, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's no name for it. So this must have been a game that came out in 1998, right?
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh, it was Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation. And he's done, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
That is correct. Metal Gear Solid for the original PlayStation.
Yes.
The PS1 or PSX, if you're nasty. So, Jay, when did this game come out on the PlayStation?
What originally came out on the PlayStation in Japan, September 3rd of 1998.
Hence the episode number 98.
Yep. And even more, hence the episode 98, it came out in North America on the PlayStation, October 21st of 1998.
The best release.
That's right. And it also...
Okay, now this is where we deviate a little bit, but...
Yeah, we are going to deviate, just because it's neat. It's a neat little fun fact. It also came out on the Game Boy Color, April 24th, 2000.
And spoiler alert, kind of hard to find. I can't imagine this was a big seller on the Game Boy Color.
You think?
It's like the Resident Evil 2 version on Nintendo 64 where you're like, I'm sorry, you took 2 CDs worth of data and did what to it? Anyway.
I bet it looks great
I'm sure
on the
you do
analog
need one.
3D.
I should have brought it and had it running on the TV. I didn't even think about that. I could have played it. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
Yeah, well.
I looked for it today. Didn't find it either. Anyway. All right, let's talk. Okay. I'm going to say let's talk about the gameplay and story of this game, but I'm going to give a very brief synopsis to a point in this game, and then we're going to stop. Okay?
Why?
I don't know. Is the TV volume up? Can I hear that TV? It is. Turn that down. Sorry.
Didn't even realize it was up.
Holy. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 on the Nintendo 64 is an absolute technical feat. The fact that they got it on a cartridge is insanity. Kyle had a copy of it in his store today, and you know me, I don't want to buy Nintendo 64 stuff, but I would buy a complete box copy of Resident Evil 2 just because of the story that goes along with that game. How they were able to get it to fit on a cartridge is, there's a whole video about this, the story and stuff about it. It's insane. Okay.
Oh, I saw that. It was on Tommy Boy where he says, yeah, anybody can take a shit in the box, put a guarantee on it.
I can mark it guaranteed. I got the time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I know last episode we talked about fighting games and how they have this big backstory and you got to overproduce when there's not a lot to talk about and blah, 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 blah. That shit is a drop in the bucket compared to this. This game's story is so fucked. I cannot tell you how many hour-plus long videos on YouTube there are explaining the story of the first Metal Gear Solid. Not the sequels, not the chronological order, not that, just the first game. This is a game, by the way, that on average could take you 5 to 6 hours to beat. Maybe longer if you're, not very good.
Easy.
But it should not take somebody an hour to explain to me what's going on. Holy shit. The game, man, oh my God. The game starts essentially by this old Corporal Joe Campbell or whatever. I forget his name. I don't care anymore. There's so many people and so many stories and so many angles. I can't even keep track. This is literally like Pepe Sylvia thing from It's Always Sunny, where Charlie's so stressed out and he's got that whole board behind him like he's like a serial killer. There is no Pepe Sylvia, and there's lines all over the place connecting all these things. That's what this game is. It is that board. Where it's like, well, this person is this, but they're also this, and then they do this, and then they correlate here, blah, blah, blah. Holy shit. So the premise is this. Old Solid Snake is retired, okay? Former military, covert ops guy, whatever. He's part of this team, Foxhound, I don't know, whatever. He's retired. He's hiding in Alaska, kind of, raising like huskies and trying to race in the Iditarod. Partially because he wants to get away from all the bad things he did, but also because he wants to get away from the government for all the bad things he did. War crimes, whatever they is.
Fair
whatever.
enough.
Okay? So basically, his old corporal, or whoever it is, colonel, I don't know, finds him, okay, and says, here's the deal. You've been kidnapped, okay? I'm going to start from the beginning. It takes place in Alaska in an old military base, okay? There was this nuclear sub that was attacked by Next Gen Special Forces terrorist group led by Foxhound, which, if I understood again, because this is convoluted shit, is the old group he was in, but they've all turned evil or something now. I don't know, whatever. And not to convolute things anymore, but let me tell you something. This is the sequel to Metal Gear Solid 2. The Sun's Liberty. All the things that take place in this game are what happen after what happens in Metal Gear Solid 2. Did you know that?
This is like a fucking Quentin Tarantino game.
Dude, it's worse than that. Okay.
You know, they always start, Tarantino movies are always like, when you start watching it, you're watching the middle of the movie.
Yeah,
and then you go to the end,
the
and then you go to the beginning.
Yeah. So this Foxhound group demands that the U.S. government turns over the remains of Big Boss. This guy's dead. They've killed him or whatever. Big Boss, they want his remains back, and if they don't get him in 24 hours, they're going to launch a nuclear strike on the United States. So the government kidnaps Solid Snake out of his house in Alaska, just up there retired, training for the Iditarod. They shoot him full of all this stuff, nano things and blah, blah, blah. And they basically drop him in the cold Alaskan water with a suit and all this stuff. And they're like, all right, swim to this base. And that's how the game starts. You get this radio. You're on the codec. That's your radio. Okay. There's this, just like all the Metal Gear games, that has this. You have this radio that you can tune to different frequencies and interact with different people on your team. Okay. So in this case, I think it's 140.85 or whatever is the default one that you're talking to your colonel guy on, and Dr. Naomi and all these people, whatever.
So you don't want to lock it in and rip the knob off, though, right?
No, I would not want to be involved in any of this.
Okay.
This is not my style.
All right.
So they tell Snake that he needs to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson. Okay, I don't know what DARPA is, I forget. And then the head of arms tech, Kenneth Baker, they're the people with the nuclear arms. And these two guys have the ability together to launch nuclear weapons. All right, but they can also stop a launch from happening. Not only does he need to rescue those two people, he needs to determine if Foxhound, this terrorist group, actually has the capability to launch a nuclear weapon. They're trying to find out if this threat is legitimate. Now, that's where I'm going to stop, because that's the premise of the game. That is the actual, not the actual, but a blurb about what it's about. After that, there are so many fucking people. There are so many enemies, items, weapons. This game, you could talk about this game for the rest of your life if you wanted, apparently, based on everything I've seen.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I would sit there and try and watch a 20-minute, 30-minute, hour-long video about the story of this game, and I'm just, by a third of the way through, I'm like,
You glazed over drooling on yourself?
No. I go, I don't even fucking care anymore. This shit's so convoluted. Now, I will say this. The main antagonist of this game is Liquid Snake. Okay? Liquid Snake looks like Solid Snake.
So you got Solid Snake and Soft Snake.
No, you got Solid Snake. You got Solid and Liquid. There needs to be a gaseous snake as well, I guess. Maybe, they're a gas form of a snake.
Oh, by the way, DARPA is Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency.
Yeah, it's some government agency about the defense of the country.
Some shit we could have moved on without knowing, but
But anyway, yeah. So there's all these members of Foxhound, this terrorist group, led by Liquid Snake. And they have some of the dumbest fucking names I've ever seen in my life. Decoy Octopus, Psycho Mantis, Revolver Ocelot, Sniper Wolf, which is almost like Tiger Wolf. Not as good, but and then Vulcan Raven. And these guys are all your sub bosses that you got to defeat on the way. And there's just so much going on in this game. And what I summarized it was saying, it's Tom and Jerry on the PlayStation with a more in-depth story. It's basically a cat and mouse game. The game itself, okay, from a gameplay perspective, is an action-adventure stealth game, which, if you're following to this point in 1998, there really wasn't anything like this at that point.
No.
There may have been other stealth games where you wanted to get, stay out of sight or whatever, but there was never really a game, and I'm sure I'll be corrected by this, not as an impactful of a game where the primary objective was to not be seen and elude the enemy and more so navigate around them rather than to engage and destroy them. At times it's unavoidable, especially in the boss fights and stuff like that, but so that's the essential premise of the game. It is a mostly... What are you doing? What are you reading?
I was pulling up the thing for Foxhound.
Oh, well, that's all right. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get any more in the story.
Okay.
It's too much.
Okay.
You're going to do this? Not you. Just anybody. Anybody says this much and it's fucking...
Well, that's what you did. You said that. Now I'm looking down all these other
Don't do
rabbit
it.
holes.
Close it. We'll be here all night. I want to go to bed tonight.
Okay.
So it's an action-adventure stealth game. Like I said, again, primary objective really is to try and navigate around all these guards and cameras and all these things and get to travel to a heating vent or find this guy and rescue him or whatever it is, okay? It's mostly 2D, over the top view, right? So and then you have a little radar, which is part of the equipment that one of your team members has created, okay? Cute Chinese American girl. We'll get to later, which, there's some weird overtones in this game. But that enables Snake to see where guards are and what their field of vision is, almost like a cone of what they can see. How far can they see and how wide and whatever. So you've got to stay out of those areas. You stay out of the field of vision because you're trying to do this undetected.
Yeah.
Right? And if you traverse into their field of vision, be it a security camera or an actual guard, they'll engage you and the game will go into alert mode. Which that's not playing. Why didn't that play?
I don't know.
Oh, hold on. I got to fix something because I'm going to need that later. Oh, where you at?
And they call security on you. Well, they are security.
Well, they come and get
tell
you.
all their friends.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Let me figure this out real quick because that's stupid. What's this called? Stream Deck.
We heard it. Apparently, they heard it.
Oh, they heard it, but I didn't. That's weird.
Why can't we hear it?
Maybe the volume's down on that. Oh, that might be why.
You want to hit that
Let's
button
see.
again?
Let me see it again. Ah.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Okay, so that's the noise. That's when you've been discovered. And then the game goes into what they call alert mode. So alert mode, these dudes are trying to chase you down. They're actively trying to kill you, and it becomes overwhelming very quickly. Mm-hmm. You either need to kill them all real fast, or you've got to run and hide. And they call that, what do they call that? Evasion mode, right?
Run, bitch, run.
Run, bitch, run for your life. So there are times okay, you run into a room and you hide behind a thing, and then this timer counts down from 9. It's basically a 9-10 second timer, and it counts down. And then once it goes into evasion mode, they're no longer actively fighting with you that they know you're aware. They're kind of looking for you, so you got to hide. And once that goes down to 0, then they are okay, everybody go back to your places and fuck off.
They relax.
They just everything chills out and you get back to that. And they call that infiltration mode. So alert mode is when they realize that you're there and actually trying to kill you. Then evasion mode is when you're trying to hide from them and they can't see you, but they're still looking for you or something.
Yes.
And then infiltration mode is when everything is cool and quiet. Okay. Now, I talked about the codec radio. That's how you communicate with your different team members. I'm going to get into the team members here because there's a lot. And again, I'm only going to talk about a few. There's the Colonel Tom Campbell or whatever. That's your old colonel from Navy SEALs or whatever. I don't know. And he's the dude that's your primary, point of contact. He's talking to you the most. Then there's Dr. Naomi Hunter, who is a geneticist specializing in nanotech gene therapy. She's the one that when he's kidnapped, shoots her full of this nanotechnology shit and blah, blah, blah. I believe she's Russian. She has a Russian accent in this version of the game, but subsequently other versions she does not, which I find very peculiar.
Yes.
Okay. Then there's Mei Ling. Mei Ling is the Chinese-American data analyst who invented the codec radio. And so now you've got two different women that you're talking to, and Snake's pushing up. Really, to be fair, Dr. Naomi is pushing up on Snake. He's like something about, you can strip search me, and she goes, I'll let you do the same when you get back here.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll take you up on that. Then old Mei Ling comes on. I'm like, first of all, how can you see her? You can see this stuff? I thought this was in your ear. But he's like, I didn't think that a data analyst would be so cute. And she's like, hee hee, I'm being hit on by a solid snake. It's so... And then he's like, kind of keeps going after it. And I'm like, dude, chill out, man. You're in a fucking nuclear base trying to make sure they can't blow up the world. And maybe stop for 5 seconds.
Hey, he's got to take a shot, man. He might not make it home.
You can talk about it later. If you don't make it home, you don't make it home.
Yeah.
Okay? Not going to be doing any good to talk about it now if you die. Okay. Then there's Natasha Romanenko. She's a DIA agent and nuclear expert from the Ukraine, who was like 10 years old when the Chernobyl incident happened in Pripyat. And then there's Hal Emmerich, Otagon. There's all these fucking people. And I can't, man. Like, I started to make the list and I started to put all this in here. Then I'm like, oh, there's weapons. Oh, there's items. Blah, blah, blah. There's so much. Read the manual if you want to know all of it. You want to know the whole story? Go watch a goddamn hour-plus long video explaining it. Because I tried. Snake is a total dog, by the way. Jay's right.
Yeah, he is.
Angry Jay's right. He's a total dog.
What's the first thing I said to you when we started playing this?
This dude's, yeah.
I was like, this guy's a womanizing prick.
He's a total womanizing prick. But there's so, and you have the classics, the thermal goggles. You've got your cardboard box, you know, that gag. You've got cigarettes, which I talked to our friend a little bit yesterday about this, and he and I see eye to eye on this. Our friend Johnny from Collector's Quest. Two of the things that has always bugged me about this game, and one Johnny brought up directly, is you're in a nuclear base where nobody is smoking indoors. If you're smoking indoors, okay, I grew up in the 90s. I was in bars in the 90s.
Yeah.
You could smoke in bars. You'd go home and smell like a fucking... You'd wash your clothes twice because they stank so fucking bad. There's no way... Somebody would be like in an armory and be like, oh, I don't smell cigarette smoke. Don't worry, I'm just using it to see if these lasers are going to hit me or not. You know, like, fuck off, man. You're fucking smoking indoors. People will know. Then...
My question with that.
Go ahead.
How do you get those with him?
He talks about it in the fucking hour-long cutscene to start the game. He digested them because the nano bullshit that they injected him with killed his stomach acid, so he apparently pooped him out.
That's my question.
You don't think he knows about being a drug mule?
Could you imagine shitting out a box of cigarettes?
Yes. Wait, did you say carton?
A pack of cigarettes. I said a box.
They're soft. They're pliable.
I just can't believe that. It's got pointy ends. It's got corners.
Not if you tape it up.
Do you think he went through that much effort? Do you think he's that forward thinking?
Yes. He obviously was smart enough to know that he wasn't going to digest them. Also, how was he lighting them? Anyway, moving on. The other thing that drove me nuts, this is a stealth game. Again, reminder, your intent is to deceive, to stay out of view, to not alert anyone to your presence.
With the fucking cigarette hanging out of your mouth.
Or ass. Okay.
Smokes, let's go.
Smokes, let's go. So, Snake breaks in, right? He infiltrates, gets into this vent. You know, he's climbing around. And he drops into, again, DARPA Chief Donald Anderson's cell. He finds the guy. He hears the guards talking. Oh, he's going to be on the first floor of the basement, first basement floor. Drops in, talks to the guy. In the loudest way possible. They are in a cell with that classic, like, slit in the door where you can see in and out. There's nothing there. There's no glass. It's just open air between the one side and the other. And he's talking so loud that the woman in the cell next to him can hear every word that he's saying. You can see she's keeping track and repeating what he's saying. You're being so, it would be like now, like we talked about the fucking Will Ferrell voice, I cannot control the volume or tone of my voice. I have voice modulation syndrome. Like, dude, you're being so fucking loud right now. Do you not have an inside voice? Do you not have a 12-inch voice? Hey, man, I'm trying to get you out of here. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on. Hey, DARPA chief. What's your name again? Hold on. Donald like Anderson. Donald, I'm here to break you out. My name is Solid Snake. And he's like, what? Solid Snake. Okay. That's what it's like. I'm like,
so it's like the neighbors in Office Space. Hey man, put it on channel 14.
You
There's
can hear
boobies.
Everything. I don't want to get wrapped up in your shit. Fuck my life up too. No, it's just, but they're not even being that loud. They're just talking.
No,
these guys are like, I'm like, do you not hear yourself? Are you not trying to be quiet? You just fell out of the ceiling into this guy's cell that he's locked into, and you're talking like you're at a fucking concert. Hey, I love this song.
Infiltration.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of a criticism of the game. A lot of people really like this game. I'll give you my opinion on the game later.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ. And the other thing we're not going to do as we transcend into background and development, we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about Hideo Kojima
Why?
Because again, these are things people talk about all the time. There are
Doesn't
million.
Japan have a Hideo Kojima day?
Probably.
I think
This is my
literally
point.
think they do.
They probably do. My point is this. There are a million people who have done a million times better job than I could have done talking about Hideo Kojima, what he did, what he's accomplished, why his art is great, or all that stuff. I'm not going to pretend I'm some genius or that I appreciate Kojima like he's some sort of deity. He's fine. He's quite good. If you like Metal Gear, I can see why you would love him. And I do. Metal Gear is a cool series to me. I've always liked it. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm a fucking expert in Hideo Kojima's life. But I will say, Jay, with that being said, tell me a little bit about Hideo Kojima and the background development of this game. Just a little bit, though.
Just a little bit?
Just tell me. How about this? I'm going to give you some questions, and you just answer them. You ready? Who developed this game?
Hideo Kojima.
For?
Konami.
Who published this game?
Konami.
Okay. Who wrote this game?
Hideo Kojima.
And the developer?
Hideo Kojima.
Producer?
Hideo Kojima.
Okay. Can you give me or cite any examples of Hideo Kojima's other work?
The entire Metal Gear Solid series.
Which is vast.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
A lot of games. Death Stranding with Daryl Dixon. Norman Reedus.
Yeah, I know the guy.
Good game.
He's pretty good. People liked him on that show.
Snatcher.
Yep.
And
that should have been your first clue about what you're getting into of this game. When he's like, okay, man, this is my futuristic novel game, Snatcher.
Yeah.
And and it's like, okay, you're going to write a very crazy story here. Okay. And then, lesser known, but.
Police Nuts.
Police Nuts. Okay. Yeah. And we can skip the art. Who cares? All right. Police Nuts. There it is. See? Jay knew. Now, you're going to get straight to the reception of this game. Because our friend Sigan, who's not here, Sigan bought this copy of Game Pro off of me from a Whatnot stream. I was going to get it out. I was like, oh, I know I have this. And I went back. I'm like, okay, Game Pro issue 121 from October 1998. I basically have like 90% of the Game Pro. So let me sift through. Okay, 119, 120, 122. Fuck. Okay, well, Sigan's got it. So Sigan, congratulations. It's fine. But I did throw a picture in the notes of the cover, which is pretty cool. It was a nice little cover. It's got Solid Snake on the front there. And they talk about tactical espionage action. And it's really just a preview. Basically what they did, I read it. It was a 2-page. That cover of this magazine is all for a 2-page article where they brought the Japanese copy of the game over to the U.S. and played it in front of Scary Larry, who wrote the article. That's it. And they talk about the game, kind of like we're talking about it now.
Did they
talk
about
cover,
it really loud?
No. The cover of this is a 2-page article in this 400-page issue of Game Pro. It probably represents 0.5% of the entire book, but it made the cover. Mm-hmm. Now, Jay.
Mike.
We're going to get into the legacy of this game.
Okay.
Because people consider this one of the best video games of all time. People consider this a, what is it, progenitor of things to come. This is the prototype of stealth action games. This is where games like Last of Us derive from.
Yeah.
Right? You get to those games where it's like, okay, your primary function is to elude and try and accomplish this mission without being detected. Thief. Thief came out around the same time too, but you know what I mean? Like those types of games. So this game is a big deal. I think Moby Games with Metacritic had it rated at like a 94 out of 100. This game is so well regarded in general. Like all the reviews of this game back of the era were pretty much unanimously positive. People really loved this game. And I remember myself really loving this game and being so excited because I liked the Metal Gear. I liked Metal Gear. Right at that age, I had not played the actual Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake at that point. We played Snake's Revenge, which is not even part of the real thing.
Yeah.
And then, holy shit. Okay, so he's killing him. But this game is kind of like universally lauded with praise. I put in 3 polls, and I know you got it in front of you here now, so I'm just going to read these off, and you tell me what number. I'm not going to make you guess these. Okay?
Thank God.
But Rolling Stone did a top 50 video games of all time in January of this year. Didn't know that. Pulled it up. What number did they come in? The top 50 video games, to give you an idea of what we're talking about here. This is the top 50 video games of all time, not just of 1998 or for the PlayStation or any subset or category. The top 50 greatest video games of all time by Rolling Stone 2025. Recent list. What number did this read at?
Number 7.
Number 7.
Pretty good.
That is high praise. When you get to that point, it's like the basketball tournament, like the NCAA basketball tournament. By the time you get to like the Sweet 16, everybody's probably pretty good. And when you get to the final 8 or 4, you all have a chance most of the time. Most people are going to have a chance to get to be number 1. It's the same thing with this.
That's the Elite 8.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're in the Elite 8.
Yeah.
There's only 7 other teams left. There's 6 other teams in front of you here. Yeah. You could have been number 1. That's where you're at. Like you're in this rarefied era of perception.
Actually, didn't the number 7 seed make it pretty deep last year?
Probably, I don't know. Time had the 50 best video games of all time in 2016. Where did it rank?
No rank.
It did not show up in Time's ranking.
So Time's stupid. Rolling Stone's smart.
Well,
maybe.
I've always kind of thought that kind of a little bit. In some cases. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, and then Polygon's the top 500 games of all time of Polygon. Yeah. Top 500. That is a lot. In 2017, this list came out. What number did it come in?
25.
The top 25. That's pretty fucking good. For the best video games of all time, we're talking about like legends of the game, the ocarinas of the time, and Tetris and Super Mario this, and these are big ones. Who just got kicked out of the game? Somebody just got kicked out. That nerd's happy about it.
Eyes in the prize.
Uh-oh. Who got kicked out? Who's that? Some white guy? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. And then Moby Games, out of 27,400 games on Moby Games site overall, what number did this game? This is overall. This is not specific to anything other than every game.
Yes.
That they've ever rated. 27,400.
Number 386.
That puts it in like the top 1.5%.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty good. So, okay, whatever. But for the PlayStation specifically, where did it land?
Number 7.
And ironically, number 7, but what was number 6?
Tekken 3.
That's right. We talked about this last week.
Episode 98.
Tekken 3.
Wait, 97.
97. This is 98. And then number 8 was?
Vagrant Story.
Vagrant Story. So we'll square us off there. Okay, Jay. That's my new trivia time sound. That's why I needed it. Fuck. Yep, it's trivia time. This is the trivia time sound from now on.
I was hoping I was going to get away from trivia.
Nope. Jay, how many copies of Metal Gear Solid sold worldwide for the PS1?
2 million.
Higher.
Oh.
We talked about this last week a little bit.
4 million.
No.
3.2.
You're going the wrong way.
6.8.
Almost.
7.
Yes.
Okay.
7 million copies. Now, Jay.
Yes. Oh.
Trivia time again. Where, having sold 7 million copies, does that put it on the list of best-selling PlayStation 1 games of all time?
3,
No.
4,
No.
2,
No.
1,
No.
5,
No.
6.
No.
Damn it. Is it in the top 10?
Yeah.
Well, I got 4 and 3 left to pick from.
So keep going.
7,
No.
8.
No.
Did I say 6?
Yeah.
Is it 6?
No.
Oh.
You're at 8.
9.
No.
10.
10.
Oh, okay.
It's in the top 10. I believe it was 10, yes.
Everybody listening right now is going, oh my God.
Just say it. Oh, my God. This game was, again, somehow there are 7 million copies of this game floating around. And I can't fucking find one greatest hits copy of this game anywhere in town. Not one.
Doesn't sound familiar, does
I
it?
looked everywhere for it, and its sequel-ish, or you could call it an add-on. They released some additional missions in the same year. It was like an additional 300 missions where you also could like solve mysteries and shit called Metal Gear Solid VR missions. There wasn't a fucking copy of that around either. Now, I could understand that. I don't think they sold 7 million copies of that. But still, I went to every fucking game store in town, didn't find one greatest hits copy of Metal Gear Solid. There's nobody that wants that nasty-ass green label shit. And I looked for it and it was nowhere. Okay. So, yeah, sequels a little bit. The VR missions I just talked about came out in 99. Now, in Japan, they had Metal Gear Solid Integral. Or how would you say that? Integral? Or Integral?
Integral.
I would say Integral. It's an enhanced re-release that was put out in Japan only at the time. And later on, it got released in other regions and windows. But it was basically like a re-release where they modify some stuff. It was supposed to be like a better version of the game, and people generally liked it. I wouldn't mind having a copy of it. But whatever. I've never played it. And then it's been released on basically every PlayStation console since the dawn of time.
What?
Okay. Yeah. So hard to believe that's the case. But they did do a modern compilation in 2023. I happen to have a copy right here, although it's in my PlayStation, as you can see.
Yeah.
So I'll put that right.
What's that called?
It's called Metal Gear Solid Master Collection.
I believe it's Master Collection 1, correct? Because there's
Sure. Master Collection 1.
Yeah.
Volume 1.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Okay. Because there's no Volume 2 yet. So fucking relax. Yes, Volume 1. No, you bring it down. Hey.
You're on 11. I need you on 5.
Well, tough. I'm going to put my mic up a little later. The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection came out on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, Switch, and Windows/Steam, whatever. And it contains the original Metal Gear, the one from the MSX version, not the redacted, weird NES version. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, not Snake's Revenge, but the actual MSX follow-up.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3, which is Metal Gear Solid 2, which is Sons of Liberty, and Solid 3, which is Snake Eater. Okay. Now I'm going to say this. I played both versions that you're looking at here. The one on the left, one on the right. We'll get to the one in the middle in a minute, but I was like, oh man. Played the first one on my CRT on a PS2, and it looked like shit. I was like, this game is hard to look at, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, and I get it. It's of the era, blah, 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 blah. But it was kind of hard to look at sometimes. So I'm like all excited. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I've got this master collection. I'm going to play it. And you're like, no, it wasn't remastered. It's basically the same thing. And I felt like that scene from The Simpsons. It was like, I'm going to go see Bob Seger. Sir, it's Bob Saget. No, it's, crap. That's what I felt like. Because then I put this in and played it on the old PlayStation 5 and was like, it doesn't
definitely
look much better.
I thought it was going to be, so when we did Resident Evil a few episodes ago,
Yeah.
I ended up getting the Origins on Switch online. And the remake is great. Like, it looks great. And that's what I thought this was going to be. I put it in, and I'm like, why is this in 4.3 as it's loading? Because you can see the bars on the side. And I'm like, why is this in 4.3? And I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And then it started, and I see the sub coming, and I'm like, did they change it? Is that a whale coming towards me? I'm like, oh, no, it's a sub.
I'll tell you, they did change it a little bit because I had literally just played. If you compare the two, I just played one, then I played the other. Man, the PS5, like the whatever it is, the Master Collection version, that version is the ADHD version because they're like, everything happens a little bit faster. In the first one, they kind of go over like, okay, here's what we did. This is what's going on. They give you all these details.
Yeah.
In that one, they're like, okay, here's 20% of what was in the original. These are just the bullet facts. And oh, by the way, the Russian chick now has an English accent.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the hell's going on here? So anyway, fine collection, but don't expect enhanced graphics. Now, I did do a little bit more research. I dug around, and there's an actual video on YouTube, and there's a video on YouTube where a guy talks about like the best way to play this game nowadays. And really, it seems like it's like on Steam or GOG, and there's all these settings that you can do from a texture mapping perspective and all this to make it look a lot better. It's not as, they always say charming. To me, it's like, that's disingenuous. It's not charming. It looks like shit, okay, a lot of time. But whatever. But they're like, it loses some of its charm, but I'm like, yeah, but you can tell what's what now. So anyway.
Yeah, you can actually see, I think I saw the video on that. You can like actually see like his face.
Yeah, and there's all different versions, and you can like okay, run it at 4K and do this stuff, and it remaps everything, retextures it, and all that stuff. Yeah. But anyway, a lot of it's just like estimating. But anyway, this game produced a lot of stuff. It produced comic series, board games, toys, art books, screenplays, novels. Someone's writing a movie that they're currently putting together.
Oscar Isaac's
allegedly, because it's been going on forever, and they recast that. So we'll see. We'll see. But just my point is, you want Metal Gear Solid stuff to buy, it's out there, man. You can, there's lots of it. It's like Resident Evil in that way, where it's just one of those franchises now that like, isn't there a Metal Gear Solid PlayStation 3 like actual console and stuff like that too? I think there was a Metal Gear Solid PSP for not Snake Eater, whatever one it was.
I think so.
Yeah, I think I'm
pretty
had one.
Sure.
It might be the blue one.
You might have that in your pile of
I might
PSPs.
Who knows? Who's to say? But there's a lot of stuff for this game out there. Now, Jay, where can you play this game today? And we've kind of talked about it for a while here, but it's just high level.
Where can't you play it?
No, well, there's definitely one place you can play it, and that's every PlayStation console of all time.
PlayStation, GameCube, actually.
So, yeah, they redid the game and called it the Twin Snakes in 2004 for GameCube. I looked for a copy of that as well. I've always wanted to buy one. Yeah. It's just a remaster, if you will, I guess, whatever you want to call it, remake. So, yes, that is out there as well. It's 2 discs.
The PS3, the PSP, the PS Vita.
Yep. And those are all PlayStation Network.
Yep. I was going to say all PlayStation Network releases.
Yeah, so there's no physical. The point there is you can't buy a copy of it physically. Yeah. Those are all just like downloads.
And then PlayStation Classic, Windows, and then of course you've got PS5 in the Master Collection.
Yep. We talked about that. I'm sorry, I'm just checking on something here. It's just taking, like, I don't know why it's doing this. I can't even see it. All right.
That's it. That's a million of them right there.
That's it. Okay. So I think it's time to get to the LJN Game Ratings. And we've been informed that we need to talk to our friend John first. So I'm going to go open up our conference app.
And there was a Metal Gear Solid PSP.
Was it the blue one? Or
It's
is
a
it green? Yeah.
I got the image up. Oh, you can buy it on Amazon for $400.
Yeah, you know what? Now I remember Matt Mace telling us, our friend Matty Ice, one came into the Saginaw. I've seen it. Oh. Yeah, I remember now because one came into their Saginaw store. I remember years ago he was telling me about that. But yeah, you don't see it. Now, if you want the Hannah Montana one,
Kyle's got one.
Kyle's got that in his shop right now. But yeah, so let's give our friends a call here. We're going to start with our friend, Mr. John Young. You ready?
There's a camouflage one, too. Yes.
All right. Well, I don't see him on here, so let's see if John's around.
I haven't seen John tonight.
He was on earlier. Saw him. He was talking up here somewhere, wasn't he? Pretty sure. I don't know. Can't call him. Watch.
And there was a Metal Gear PS3 also.
What the hell is that?
Oh.
Unavailable. But yeah, there was. That's what I was saying. It's for Metal Gear Solid 3 or 4. 4, right? 4 or 5?
Yes, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
And it's basically, it was the box. It's a black PlayStation 3.
I don't know where our friends are.
Well, I guess we skip them. We're on our own. Or do we try and get
Robbie said to call him later because he had some stuff he was dealing with. So I'm trying to see if John's going to show up or not. He knows. Usually he's pretty good. I'm going to text our friend John.
You want me to shoot him a text?
I got it. Right here. KC Masterpiece.
Well, while you're doing that, do you want me to just go ahead and skip ahead and do mine?
Well, give me 1 second. Let me see.
Okay.
Or can you make it? Just give us a second here. We'll see what happens. If not, then yeah, it's fine. Because Robbie also has got to stall out. I don't know, man. Usually John's around.
He is. John's on top of it. Maybe he's got.
Let's do yours.
You want me to do
That's
it?
fine. Yeah, I don't have one from Sashimi, or I'd read his right now. Sashimi's been a busy boy.
We're just off the rails on the game ratings tonight.
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll make it up.
Well, I haven't played it in forever. I had it on the PlayStation. Be honest, I pretty much forgot everything about it for the most part. When I put it in, I played it, and I was like, oh, okay, I remember it now.
Yeah.
But I ended up playing it on the collection, and I love. I could take it or leave it.
Okay.
I'm not a big. I don't have the patience for doing tactical stuff like this, where it's like the whole creeping around most of the game.
No, you have very little patience.
I'm a run and gun guy.
Yeah.
I like to do that. Just kick the door in and start shooting some shit. That's my fun in life.
Yeah.
So, but
well, call me. Let me know before you're going to do that.
Yeah, right.
Just hit me up and
but
give
I
me 5 minutes warning.
I mean, positive things I will say about it. The game is fairly fluid for what it is. It's not super clunky. So I did enjoy that. I thought that was nice. The story is on the surface level, it seems very basic. It's like, okay, you're a guy, you're infiltrating.
You got dropped into this place. Yeah. Everything's cool.
But then you read the story and you're like, holy shit, what is going on? Like, this is a soap opera.
Off the rails.
Yeah,
man.
It's insane. So it's crazy wild how intense it is and how much there is to it. Like I said, I like it. It's not my favorite. It's just because the genre is not my favorite.
Yeah.
It is PlayStation, so I mean, it's not playing it's not playing Expedition 33. But I mean, for the
what
time,
is?
Yeah, but I mean, for the exactly.
What is?
But for the time, it's a very well done game.
Okay.
If you look at it from that perspective and from the 3D polygon type area with games.
So if you look at it from the back then, it was okay.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, that's kind of where we're going with it. So,
okay.
Overall, yeah, it was fun. Like I said, it wasn't. This isn't something I would just be sitting at home and go, I think I want to play Metal Gear Solid right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, we did for the show, and I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. I bitched a little bit about it when I first started playing it again. I told you, I think I was texting you, and I was like, if I don't get through this in about 5 minutes, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
Because I was just getting annoyed because
you called me and you were definitely annoyed.
One of the problems I had, and I know you and I talked about it a little bit, and I think that's part of my annoyance, is I felt like a lot of times I had to use the first person view because I couldn't see where some characters were or some enemies were on the map. And I know you said you didn't have a problem with that, but I did.
I thought that was weird because anytime I felt like I needed to know where somebody around me was, I could see them on the little radar on the top right. You could see their field of vision. I never ran into an issue where I couldn't, like maybe if they were off the screen and they wouldn't be able to see me anyway.
Yeah.
But anybody that was within my field of vision, I had no issue ever finding or being able to elude or whatever.
Yeah, I had that happen a couple
That's
times.
That's weird.
Kind
Yeah,
of
I
annoying.
never saw that. So,
but other than that, I think overall the game's fun. The controls aren't super cumbersome. It takes a little bit to get used to in the early on, just because you do have a few different options. Because you have the first person, you have a weapon, you have an attack, you have the crouch. Like, it takes a little bit to get used to it first, but once you do it for a couple minutes, it's pretty Did you just do it?
Did you ever find yourself like, oh God, I got to shoot that guy, and then just crouch down?
Yeah, I did that once or
You're
twice.
Like, oh crap! But I don't have my gun. I didn't equip my gun. Crap.
And then I did that. If I did that, luckily I was by something I could climb under.
That's key.
And I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm good.
My favorite of this game is when you this is the classic trope. You leave your card key enabled and equipped, and then you walk past a door, and they're like, what the hell?
Oh,
the door opens, you're like, God damn it.
Yes.
Oops.
I can't say that didn't happen either.
Yeah.
But no, overall, like I said, I think the game is fun. It's not my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think, for the time and for how old this game is, I think it was pretty well done. The story is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm really struggling. Oh, you put the number in already, huh? I'm gonna go 3. What'd you put?
3.0.
That's it.
I had a feeling it was going to be a 3.0. Yeah. It feels like you want to give it a worst grade, but you can't because of the impact and that it's of the era and all that stuff.
I do. I want to give it a worst
grade. That's what I
grade.
perceive from what you just said.
I wanted to give it a 2.5.
I know you did.
I look at it from how groundbreaking it truly is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a little more open with my score and not just go, it's a piece of shit.
This thing sucks. You suck. Sony sucks.
Because I do. I shit on everything. So,
yeah.
I mean, and I don't think that's warranted. Well, I mean, if it's Metroid Prime.
That's different.
But
that's different.
But either way. But no, would I say, should you play it? Depends on what you like. I think that's the biggest piece for me. It really depends on what you like.
That's fair.
If you're into like RPGs and like survival type games, yes.
And I wouldn't really consider this an RPG because you're not really building a character.
No, but I feel like some of the...
You are kind of, but not really.
But it has some of the characteristics of it.
Okay.
So...
All right. So it's situationally dependent.
Yes.
Not recommended for all. Maybe watch a video about it.
Yes.
And then play a better game like
maybe watch an hour-long video about it and then go, holy fuck.
So the guy's dad, but also he's a cyborg that's made of juice.
And he's his brother.
That's the whole thing.
Uncle's cousin.
The guy that died is the actual father of the liquid guy. What's happening? Okay. All right. 3.0.
Yeah.
John says he's ready now.
Okay.
But he also said we have to call him on the phone. Oh. So it's going to create a little bit of a gap there. He's not going to be able to hear everything. But I think we're ready to call him. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I got to put these back on. All right. Let's call him. John, we're calling you, buddy. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Ready when you are.
Hey.
Sneaking in to save the sub with his Famicom box, which doesn't really track here. But he is Mr. Famicom Box himself, because that's what Tyler says I have to call him. Retro Game Enthusiast, Mr. John Young. I'm pulling it out of the woodwork, out of retirement, the Kansas City masterpiece himself. Retro Game Enthusiast, John Young. John, how are you, sir?
Pretty good. How you gents doing?
I am good. I will let Mike speak for himself, but I am doing good.
I'm doing well.
Right.
I'm assuming you did not hear your lead-in music this time.
I actually did. So good work.
We did it.
I actually also just installed Teams. Like, I'm being a dick here. So I do apologize. Legitimately, I forgot that we're doing it today. I'm out at trivia, so.
We'll be brief then, John.
Geez.
What did you?
Yeah,
let's get all the way. You know where to find John. He's out there. Who cares? You know where he's at
trivia.
He'll be at Midwest Gaming Classic. I found out, but that's in April.
Yes.
Who cares?
Yes.
That being said, he's at trivia. If you want to go hang with him, John, did you play the game? And Jay, this is your segment. So
why are you stealing my thunder?
Because I was just trying to help John out. I was really trying to help.
No, I appreciate it. Sorry, I didn't hear Jay say it. So I think union rules say it.
Jay, talk to John.
John, did you get a chance to play Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation?
For the PlayStation, yeah, just a little bit. I didn't ton because legitimately I forgot that it was today. But I don't like sneaky games, and this is one that we'll have to revisit. But I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Oh, 2.5. John's like at it tonight. He's got trivia to win.
I've had a beer that helps me focus.
Touché.
But it's got a little bit of kind of an interesting vibe to it. It's not for me. I don't think it is. I'll take some more time to play it, over the next week, but I'm not going to change my mind.
That's fair.
I'm not going to change my mind.
It was funny. Sorry, we just looked up at the chat because we're adjusting your audio right now. Just because we pivoted with
people
the
said
phone.
You were very loud.
And we got, loudest Famicom box man ever. So you're the loudest Famicom.
We were not prepared to.
Hey, this ties into the game when they're talking in the prison.
Oh my God.
So there you go.
When the DARPA chief is like, hey, I know the nuclear codes. Shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Stop being so loud. Okay.
Dr. Don and the Donder Chiefs.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
That's right.
So 2.5. Good to
A
talk.
friend of mine, a friend of mine
So-
thought that's what was dirty jobs done dirt cheap. Anyway,
There you go. So, John, I do have to ask, how are you doing in trivia?
really good. We're at the end of round 4 when I left, and we had 38 points.
Okay.
Well, that's got to be a lot, I'm sure, relative to. I have
Then-
no idea. I have no concept of what 38
Then
points means.
we're going to cut you short. We're going to let you get back into trivia. Hopefully, you win something big.
I did want a couple quick pickups just so I can kind of throw it in.
Knock out your
go.
pickup. Sorry. Go ahead.
I think I may have mentioned this, but at least for anybody out there that likes the co-defendants, they're doing a team-up album with Zeta. There's like 500 copies. Looks like it's going to be a decent live album. We're checking out. It's Fat Mike. I don't think he's involved with this actual recording, but it's his band, so it's worth picking up. The Bad Brains, they're releasing an early show of theirs on vinyl. Worth checking out.
The Bad Brains or Bad Brains?
Bad Brains. My bad.
Okay.
Early 90s kid cassette tape, memory of a band's name. I don't think I've ever owned one of their albums. Pretty fun.
I haven't either. I can see the cover of one right here, like in my brain. But go ahead.
Yeah, and Aesop Rock is got a discount on a lot of his stuff, and he's doing like albums that are slightly, scuffed for pretty decent discount. So
Scratch and dents.
Yeah, exactly. So I bought some of that stuff, and I got something. I don't remember what it's called, like Ball Pit X or something. I've been playing. It's like a stupid slight roguelike little Arkanoid. I think our buddy Kalen would really enjoy it.
Well, we'll find out more while he's in town.
Yeah. And then Midwest Gaming Classic, I got the hotel. Make sure for the group in general, the connected hotel makes all the experience. If you can still get a hotel that's connected, try to do it ASAP. Because
I did myself.
And if unfortunately you can't, we do have a few rooms. So for the people that are friends of the show, they can come hang out in the room after the show. We can have some people hang out.
Well, I thought you were like going to invite them to stay. I'm like, we have a room.
No, they can come hang out. They can't stay.
I was like, dang, they can come stay with us. What's happening here?
They can hang out.
We didn't discuss this at all.
I know you gave me the stink eye there for a second.
You're like, weird, man. I was not expecting that.
Sorry.
All right, go ahead.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I people are welcome to hang out in my room. I tend to go to bed at 9 o'clock, but I might stay up a little late.
Cool. You can party hard.
Yeah.
9:45.
Yeah.
9:50 maybe even.
Ooh.
All right.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it is Milwaukee. Oh, well, anyway. Great game, 2.5.
Great game, 2.5.
Sounds great.
Send them off.
All right, John. Enjoy
Thanks,
your trivia.
Will do.
On his way back in to whatever bar he's at, playing trivia
In the mean
to
streets.
take over the world, because he is a smart guy. He's pretty smart. And that's why they call him Mr. Famicom Box, and because Tyler says that's what I have to call him. But that was retro game enthusiast John Young, everybody. The Kansas City masterpiece himself. The barbecue sauce man.
The barbecue sauce man? Is that what you just said? I want to make sure I heard you.
Yep, that's what you heard.
Okay, the barbecue sauce man, John Young.
Will you change your name, his contact info in your phone to the barbecue sauce man?
BBQ sauce man in all caps.
Yep.
That's what he's going to be. Yes, I would be happy to do that. No. All right.
That was a lower score than I was expecting out of John. But
I don't know what to expect.
That kind of reiterates what I was saying, though, because he said, not my cup of tea. But he said a great game.
Great game, 2.5.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
So I think that's exactly what I was talking about.
Hard to say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's time to call our friend Robbie.
Yeah.
Total Turbo review. Yeah. Well, he was in a bar doing trivia and forgot about the show. So.
And they might have like a pot or something that he's going to win.
Despite constant reminders, both yesterday and today. Well, maybe one. I don't remember if I reminded. I don't know. I probably did. I did.
That's kind of a common trend, regardless.
Call our friend Robbie. Look at him, all prepared, ready on our conferencing line.
Who, Robbie?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. What am I ready for? This is your rodeo.
All right, you ready? Sad. getting stood up tonight. One person forgot we were supposed to have a date. The other one didn't show up at all. Man, I'm getting freaking left on red. I'm getting ghosted left and right.
Hey, sorry about that. Oh.
That's right. All these hits on one amazing compact disc collection. Hits from people like Robert J. Coleman. You may know him as the Chicago King, Group King of Chicago. 8 bits from Mr. Robbie Coleman, everybody. That's your new music. Sorry, buddy.
Try it again.
No, that's perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
Here, Robbie, I got this for you.
Get off the stage!
That's directed towards Mike, not you.
Okay. How you doing, bud?
Oh, all right. I'm
do
all
I-
right. Do I sound okay? Because I just switched it to speakerphone. I don't want
You sound
like a total-
fine. I think you might be a little quiet, but that might be on my end. I don't know. We'll let the
Hold on,
audience
hold on.
determine if you're quiet or not.
I'm just gonna talk on the regular speaker because I know historically speakerphone's bad.
Okay. Well, you sound fine.
Hey.
Like, I just don't think you just sound very loud, but that could just be me. Let's see what the people have
Okay.
to say.
Hello out there in Radio Land.
Hello out there in Radio Land. Hey, this is Homer Simpson. I don't really sound like that, do I? So no comment. Nobody's listening. Oh, Sean said hi.
That's all right.
All good, everybody says. Loud and clear. Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
All
Good.
We're
We
great.
don't. This is the most important part of your
Excuse me.
segment where you talk.
You're sounding handsome as always, Robbie.
Yes.
Thank you.
So
Thanks,
Robbie,
everyone. I'm feeling handsome.
how you doing, buddy? How do you feel about the new music?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind? I kind of don't mind it either. I don't know. We have to
Yeah.
mix it up. We have multiple tracks for these guys.
Just pull up some Jock Jam CDs and then
Pull
there's
up some
plenty of
Gary
fodder.
Glitter.
What is it, Eiffel 65?
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
We should take those 2 Eiffel 65 songs and make those their entrance songs now for Robbie and Sean.
The other one's so bad I never want to hear it again, and that one's not
See,
much
the
better.
It'll be a long con joke because then like if someone tunes in down the road that doesn't know any backstory, they'll just be like, "What the
What the
heck
hell?
is going on with these guys' intro songs?"
Funny story. I take a local copy of the video and push it up to YouTube and put the chapters and all that. And one of the things that you do when you do that is it will look to see if there are any copyright infringement. So it'll say, hey, we found this copyrighted work in your video, and this can change, right? Like it's dynamic. And it'll tell you what it is and what song it is and all that stuff. And basically it was like, hey, real quick, we found this Eiffel 65 song in your video. But it's cool. They don't care if anybody uses it. And I laughed so hard and took a screenshot. I was going to put it up in the chat. In fact, I think it's right here. I think I did it right here on this computer. No, I might have done it at home. I can't remember.
That's
But it was
the biggest green light I could ever hear.
it
for
was
us using
so
that
funny.
music.
I was like, why would you care? I'd want people to play it as much as possible if I was them. Please.
Feels like we have a new intro song to the show.
Well,
Dude,
we'll
have you ever watched the music video for that? It's amazing.
now we'll have to. Maybe we get together
You
over
have
the
to.
holiday. When Kaylin's here, we'll throw it on and we'll watch it.
It's got a lot of like 90s CGI in it. It's really
I demand
really-
the Jock Jams Mega Mix as a surprise intro. You got
That's
it.
right, dude.
Chris Glidon,
right.
whoever that is.
I grew up playing ice hockey, like traveling team, Pee Wee ice hockey, and man, like the
Arena
warm-up
rock.
part of every the warm up part of every game, pre-gaming it. It was always some Jock Jam CD or like Friday night roller rink music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Speaking of roller rink music, what'd you think of Metal Gear Solid? Segue.
Well, I'm playing a lot of video games. I've been playing a lot of video games lately, and I actually did pick up that Metal Gear Solid collection for PS5 as well, like a month ago, and I didn't get around to playing it because I've had some life stuff come up. Got a sick dog. He's on the mend.
Poor
We
Rocco.
don't need to go. We don't need to go into that. But
Okay.
anyway. He's on the mend, but I've been sitting next to him, tethered, essentially monitoring him for like days. So I'm just like playing everything I can that's like handheld Switch or on the analog pocket. And I was going through all my original Game Boy games. I have a whole like carrying case of them, and I was like, "What am I gonna put in my pocket?" Messing with a few things, and all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, Metal Gear Solid on the Game Boy Color."
Yeah.
I picked this up in the wild like 5 years ago, more than that. And I
What'd you pay for it?
probably $1.
It's worth more
And
than
I
that
remember
now,
at
I'll
the
tell you.
time,
Probably
even when I got it at the
$1, he
time,
says.
probably $1. I remember where I got it from. It was in a box of like random bullshit from the basement of that guy who I sell boards for all the
Yeah,
time.
sure.
He just randomly had that. It was like there's like 3 Game Boy games, and that was one of them, kind of thing. And so I got it from him, and it was cheap. It's probably like $1. I don't know. It was like dirt cheap, one of those dirt cheap buys from back in the day. And at the time when I got it, I didn't even know if it was expensive or not. But one of my friends who I texted the pickup to was like, "Holy shit, dude! You know what that is?" I'm like, "Is that good?"
Kinda.
Yeah,
I thought I did until I saw
like,
this cartridge.
At the time, I think it was like an $80 cart, and this was like 2019 or something, or maybe around there.
It's
2018.
increased in 50% in value since then for a loose
Yeah.
card. That's all I'll tell you.
That's my guess. Wow, but it lives up to the hype so far. I've been having a blast with it. I know it's a completely different game just with the same title, and that's what piqued my interest in it. But I have played the original Metal Gear Solid on the PS1. I did in the 90s when it came out. I had a friend who brought it over. We spent all day playing it. I liked it for what it was. And my biggest takeaway from it, just going off the cuff here, I haven't even touched this game like since the 90s.
Yeah.
I just remember the Psycho Mantis thing where you had to where he'd be like reading your memory card. And if you had a Konami game saved on that memory card, he'd be like, "I see you like Castlevania," or something like that. He would, yeah, it was
You're
awesome.
like, what the fuck, man?
He'd break the fourth wall, and it was amazing. So that's obviously the big standout gimmick. Really cool at the time. I think I played through the whole game. I don't remember, but it was fun. It wasn't. I don't have like a strong opinion on either way. So that's kind of why I'm talking about the Game Boy Color game, because it's fresh in my mind. I've been playing it. I'm like 3 to 4 levels in on that, and it's kind of awesome. It's like a condensed version of the NES game.
That's
but
crazy. Yeah.
It's like a condensed version of the NES. It's a condensed version of the NES game, but it's like level based. So it's like you complete mission 1, mission 2, mission 3, mission 4. So like you have these short-term goals. You just get to the stage. You have assignments. You have to get a key card. You go to the other side of the map, and you go in some secret entrance, and you just gotta evade guys the whole time. And it's like, I don't know, the way that's made, it's like it just makes the original Metal Gear formula better. It's just like nice short-term level-based goals, and then but it's all, it all links together in one big story.
I'll play it.
It's awesome. Yeah, so far so good, man. I'm really having a good time with it. I'm only 4 stages in. I don't know how many there are, but
4.
Got all the same mechanics where you yeah, it's got all this, you do all the radio call-ins and
that I could see working on the Metal or the Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
The codec stuff, yes. It
also looks great. Yeah, the codec stuff. It looks
I'll have to check it out.
On my Analog Pocket, I posted a little short video of just the title screen in the Discord.
Yeah.
Even that splash screen's like, holy shit, like so vibrant looking on a Pocket.
So what would you rate the Game Boy Color version of this game? I'm just kidding.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, that game so far is awesome, but I think the original Metal Gear Solid, God, I feel like an asshole because that's the running joke because I don't play the games on this damn show that I'm always required to do essentially. But it's a good game in my mind, and surprisingly, I don't have a copy. I probably should get one. I probably have had several pass through my hands and sold them, but I should probably keep one for myself.
You should,
because I like it enough.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say 3.5.
3.5.
Because it's not something that sticks out in my mind where I'm like, oh my God, I love that game so much. I need to revisit it at any given moment. It's like I don't have that association with it, but I just remember enjoying it. And I never owned it personally, so maybe that's why I didn't have like a deep nostalgia with it or anything. But it's like a revolutionary game, man. It was a big deal when it came out.
Go play the master version that you have on PS5. It's not much different.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch on that. I tuned in for a second earlier because I wasn't busy, and I heard you talking about that they changed some things, which bums me out. I thought they were just gonna clean up the old ROM essentially, but if they're changing things, that's annoying.
No, here's what I found out. There are so many different ports of this game, and all of them have something different about them. The only way you can get the original experience is by playing the PS1 version. Every other version of it has been modified in some way. It's really weird, like voiceover this or whatever. Yeah, it's really kind of interesting how much this game got worked on.
So wait, are they like using a different port, like a European ROM or something? Or they just like altered the source code for like the PS5 release?
I can't tell you which one they did or what they did, but they certainly changed like the intro codec stuff, like where you're talking to the corporal or colonel or whoever and all those people. It's changed. It's not as long, and the woman has an English accent versus a Russian accent, and you're like, what? And they had done different voiceovers and all that. Like, things are different. It's, you want the original, play the original, because everything else is going to be different.
Huh.
Yep. I found out because
Okay,
I went from one to the other immediately and was like, what the fuck is going on here? So
Well, now I definitely want to get an original copy, because I think that was kind of my incentive to get the PS5 version. I was like the lazy man's approach to owning that game. I was like, I'll just have the upscaled,
play it on your analog
nice version
pocket.
of it.
Don't do that. You won't be able to see anything. You can barely see the radar on a 35-inch screen. Anyway.
Yeah, right.
All right, cool. 3.5.
Yeah. Well, what did you guys give it? Or did you guys go yet?
Well,
I
Jay
just
went
tuned
because we couldn't get a hold of John right away. He was at a bar doing trivia and forgot. So Jay gave it
I
a
almost forgot
3.
too.
John gave it a 2.5, and I am yet to give it a score.
Well, what's your score, bud?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
I have some idea. I think it's somewhere in the middle.
Okay. I definitely think it's better than Tekken 3. I'll say that much.
I don't know if
That's
it is
right.
better than...
I see that big smile on Chase's face.
I don't know if
He's
it
like,
is. I
he's
think
like
you
doing
should
that
go
the
play
grinning,
both again.
The grinning, you son of a bitch.
You
type
should go
thing.
play both again.
You know, actually, after that episode, I had an in-depth conversation about Tekken 3 with some like high-level Tekken 3 guy that goes to Logan Arcade, and I was like, I just don't get it, man. Like, I feel like I'm mashing. He's like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. He was trying to explain everything to me. I'm like, okay. He's playing this thing every Friday night. He knows what's up.
It's a
And
different
maybe
language.
it's a different language. And I was like, maybe he'll show me a thing or two if I ever actually hang out there during public hours. But
Do it.
Robbie, and jump back to that. I was going to say something to you on that episode, but my challenge for you on that would be they have a cleaned up version. It's still the original Polygon style version on PlayStation online. It's like $5. And if you have an arcade stick for your PS5, I would strongly recommend getting it. And
Or get it on your PC.
and just screwing around with it.
yeah,
I think
Yeah.
I think you would if you got to play around with it a little bit, and especially like Mike was saying, because it's got the practice mode on there, you can actually practice some of those moves and kind of get the nuance to the game. And I think you might have a different opinion. Totally up to you, but I think
I don't think he would.
I think I really think he might if he actually figured out some of the nuance to it and started to get the rhythm behind it. I think you would be like, okay, I think I like this.
Yeah, it needs to be the right situation. Ooh, someone's talking about Metal Gear. Metroid Prime in the chat. Has anybody played that yet?
Tiger Glidden over here is dropping truth bombs. Metroid Prime and Metal Gear Solid are both better than Tekken 3 Fight Me. He will fight you in a round of Tekken 3.
He'll fight you in Tekken 3.
That's right.
I'll fight you in Tekken 3.
That's
I'm
right.
fine.
We'll
That's
see
cool.
you at Midwest Gaming Classic, and we'll bring our own Tekken 3 machine. We won't do that. Anyway, all right, man.
All right.
Anything else before we wrap up?
No, I'm good. No events, no nothing. I'm selling stuff on Instagram. If anybody wants to buy some shit off me, slide into those DMs and I'll link you to
8-bit
my
sale
page.
primacy.
That's right. 8-bit sale primacy.
You got a lot of good stuff up there. Like
Yeah,
if
he's got a lot of
somebody's
stuff.
if somebody's looking for a copy of the Emperor for NES,
I
you want a
got the
Napoleonic
nicest
War turn-based
copy
RPG,
ever.
come snap it up. You want to fight in 18th century France, bro? Come get some. Get it.
Hey, Tiger Wolf Games, will you be at Midwest Gaming Classic this year?
And perhaps would you be interested in a copy of
He was interested, but the shipping thing to Canada just killed that interest altogether. So I was like, yeah, I can wait it out if you can, man.
I'm 99% sure he is going to be at Midwest.
He'll be there with Mike.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think him and Mike are going to be coming in
Hell
together.
yeah.
Yep.
So
We'll bring it and bring it ready to sell.
If you want it, it'll be there.
Put a regular price on it, not a Robbie
right
price.
on. It'll be there in the center of Mike's table.
Yeah, exactly. That's already getting encroached on by literally everybody.
I was
Hey,
say, just look for
I
this,
want 3% of that table. Can I just slide some stuff over in the corner? And by in the corner, I mean in the middle.
Just look for the section of Mike's table that all the shit's shoved over. That's where Robbie's stuff.
All my
gonna
stuff
be.
will be in a box out in the walkway. Where you're like, what's this? Oh, that's just trash. Throw it away. This
Here's
is the
this
La
patina,
Emperor.
this patinaed copy of TNC 2 Thrill of Safari sitting on the table here.
I just
Push this Panzer Dragoon over to the side that Mike's got.
That's
I'm
right.
just
Get
gonna-
this shit out of here. I
Get
just
that garbage
unboxed
outta
my 3 copies of La Emperor at the new office. Says
3
Chris.
copies. I mean, it sounds like you need another one.
Sounds like you need a pinky.
As I say, you got to make them an even number. You
Nice
can't
and
have an
even.
odd number.
But are they as
Mine
nice and
is-
unplayed?
Mine's mint, and it's got a brand new shiny save battery.
Ooh.
Ooh-wee.
That's altered. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I know.
All right.
Impure. All right.
It's-
See you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I got to come up with a much faster outro and intro because this is a very short clip. 8-Bits from MC Robbie Coleman bringing you the greatest hits of the late 90s and early aughts. All available on one compact disc collection. Chicago Grip King, Robbie Coleman.
I need a shorter intro like that for John.
You
I
do.
struggle.
Actually, I think we might need to shorten them up because I kind of like that it's shorter. And I got to hang up on Robbie because if I know him, he's lingering. He's going to say something.
You have to listen to me saying,
Where's he
barbecue-
at?
the
Robbie, you
barbecue
still there?
sauce, man. No, he hung up.
Okay, good. I'm closing teams just in case. How do you close stuff on this game? Anyway, okay. No review from Sashimi Z, although I expect one for our next game, which we'll get to at the end of this episode. The next episode will be the last of our episodic year episodes.
Oh, well.
And then we will be hitting the big triple dig. Hundo, if we make it. Okay, we got to get through this holiday season.
Yeah.
And you know how that can be with relatives and travel. So, all right. I guess it's my turn to go. Let's
I
see
wrote
here.
down my number for you.
I'm going to say one of the games I can remember anticipating the most. I've talked about this a few times. Tears of the Kingdom, Link to the Past. There were just some games I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait for this game to come out. Metal Gear Solid 2 was one of those games. I remember being so excited for Sons of Liberty and seeing those screenshots and stuff that they would put in GamePro magazine of like Snake pushed up against a wall looking over his shoulder. And you know what I remember what I was really excited about? Because you could fucking see what he was looking at and what it all looked like. I'm like, oh, he has a face. Look at the definition of his face. Now, it didn't exactly look like that on a PS2, but it was a face.
Yeah.
My biggest challenge with this game as we look over our shoulder here is it looks kind of hard to look at. It's hard to look at. Like, look how blurry his face is. I mean, no one can see other than the live stream. But it's very undefined. Now, that being said, and look at his very pointy head. Very point head. I really was excited about Metal Gear Solid 2 because I liked Metal Gear Solid so much. And what I liked about it as I thought about it was that I like stealth. I like tactical. I like trying to finesse stuff and social engineer and figure out how to get around. And okay, that guy's doing this. Well, I can operate in this space, and I don't mind operating in like confined spaces and getting close to danger. Like it's fine. I'm inherently a bit of a risk taker. Okay, just in general. Yeah. So in these kind of games, you're like, okay, I got to navigate in a very tight window. I'm just gonna have to take a chance here. You know, some people don't like that. They don't want to turn left ever. They only make right turns always, because they're scared to death to make a left turn in their car because they're idiots. But anyway, I do enjoy this style of game, which is why I like games like The Last of Us and those types of games as well, because they have that element of, okay, you might know I'm here, but you can't find me, and I'm going to elude you and then sneak up behind you and choke you to death. And that's pretty much what this game is a lot of times. You're like, okay, you got to get to that vent. Good fucking luck. We just dropped you in the fucking, Alaskan fucking frigid waters. I need you to infiltrate this nuclear base, go through the heat vent, and find this DARPA chief guy. Cool. I really like that kind of stuff. Now, I get a little frustrated because, again, it is a little clunky. I want to talk a little bit about the controls. This is a transient moment kind of in gaming where you could play this game with a D-pad, or you could play it with the analog sticks. But the analog sticks only really kind of work like D-pad stuff. So if you're using an analog stick to play this game, if you press left, there's only like, it moves you 12.5% every time. Like, okay, I move this much. There's not the fluidity. And there's 2 sticks, but you only use one. So you can't like look around while you're moving. You look as you move with the 1 stick.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, I'm going to go all the way up to the end of this, HVAC shaft. And then I can tell that I can go left or right or whatever it is. And then again, you're not moving fluidly. You're kind of moving in these like segments that are predefined because it's just how it works. So it's kind of like this, different experience. I tried it both ways. I was like, let me try it with the D-pad. Let me try it with the analog stick. I kind of fell somewhere in between the two, but I used the analog stick more often than not. I generally enjoyed the game. I didn't get as frustrated with it. It's frustrating, but that's part of the game.
Yeah.
Part of the game is that you're supposed to be frustrated in figuring out and solving a puzzle and how do I get around this guy, or shit, am I on the biggest challenge I have is if you miss any part of a cutscene or maybe you accidentally press a button or something, you might not know where the fuck you're supposed to go. So like you rescue the DARPA chief and it's like, okay, now where do I go? I didn't pay enough attention. Shit. Or I came back after pausing it. Where am I going? What floor on the elevator do I need to go to? And then you inherently, this is the part of these types of games I hate the most, is when you just wind up lost. You're like, I think this is the right floor, but I'm in a dangerous area and I'm not totally sure how to get out of it without being, found. And then you're like, should I even fucking be here? That's the part I hate, where I'm like, am I in the right spot? I'm too old for that shit now. I just go to the internet. I'm like, okay, after you do this, where should I be? What floor should I go to? Because I got to that point and I was like,
you're like, God damn it, I'm on 2. I'm supposed to be on 5.
yeah, I'm supposed to be on B2 and I'm on 1 or whatever it is. And I'm running around getting caught and I'm trying to hide in a box and I'm like, oh, box, that's weird. And then sometimes they'll be like, no big deal. Other times they'll be like, get out of the box. Oh, geez.
What the hell was that?
That was loud noise. Very loud noise here just now. Anyway, I don't know. But who knows? I don't know. Something fell? I don't think anybody's here.
Oh, well.
Well, if they are, lock the door. So, anyway, it is Flint. A score. Man. The legacy of this game is so great. That's what led you to the 3.0. I think that the overall perception of this game and where it stands in the test of, over the years gives it a little bit of a bump, right? I want to give it, I think I'm going to give it a 4. 4.0. 4.5.
Oh, damn it.
No, I
I
only
put
changed
4.0.
it. I think 4.0 is probably fair. It is a very good game, especially when you take it at its face value from the era. I wish that there was a more modern version of it that I could play on a console that looked better. But in general, I did find myself being like, I think the point of this game sometimes is to make you feel a specific way. And you're like, okay, you feel anxious. Like, oh God, I'm going to get looked. Oh shit, here comes the guy. Like, there's almost nothing worse in a game like this where you're like between 2 like armory rooms and here comes the guy this way and here comes the guy this way. And you're like, oh shit, which way do I go?
Oh yeah.
I hope you have to like in that moment make that snap decision to go, okay, I hope this guy turns around. I'm going to go that way. Or I'm going to wait until the bitter last moment before these guys can see me. Or you know what? Maybe I just come out blasting, whatever. That's what I actually like more about as you get into like the Last of Us styles of game, because you can go stealth, but you can also just be like guns blazing, type thing. You can solve the problem multiple ways. In this game, you're less likely to solve the problem through violence because they just kind of keep coming and there's not always somewhere for you to go elude them, right? So, yeah, I would say 4.0. Yeah, and we talked about Twin Snakes a little bit as the Gamer Collective brought it up, and the voices are all redone. Yeah, it's better looking, but it's just I wanted to play the original, right? And I would like to get a copy of that, but yeah, I could deal with the voices being different. I don't care. It's whatever. Like there's 10. That's what I was trying to tell Robbie. There's 10 different voiceover versions of this game out there. It's weird. If I was actually going to sit down and play it again based on what I learned, I'd probably get like the Steam or GOG version of it and play it at a higher res and play it now, because you can now play on your computer with like fucking PS5 controller or whatever, and I would just do that.
Yeah.
I would like to probably do that. And then I could also play it integral and all that stuff. But yeah, I would say 4.0, just because, again, this is one I remember, and I remember being so excited about it and about the sequel. I was like, oh my God. That was one of the reasons I wanted a PlayStation 2, was because I knew Sons of Liberty was coming and it looked awesome. But Jesus, I cannot keep up with the story. Like I said, I would sit there and try and watch the breakdown of the story, and I'm like, you've lost. We're 30 minutes in and I'm lost. I need a map. I need the Pepe Sylvia map. So anyway, my question, the answer of should you play it? I think so. I think everybody should at least try this game, whether it's your style of game or not, to find out if it's something that's interesting to you. It's a little dated. Okay. It's a little aged. Graphics not great, but again, maybe play it on GOG or Steam, get a higher res version of it that way. But it's an interesting game. And if you like convoluted and crazy storylines, read up, because you could do it for the rest of next year. So, all right, I'm going to take a quick drink, and then we're going to talk a little collecting.
Okay. How's your slushy? It doesn't look very slushy anymore.
It's pretty much, I don't get how it's still ice. It tastes like that gas station. The further into it I got, the smell of that gas station?
Yeah.
It's permeated everything. I smell from the Gatorade I drank from there. I'm like, what is this weird? What are you burning incense in here? It's in everything. I grew up playing this series. It's one of my favorites, and I go back to Metal Gear Solid 3 a lot. Just played through the Delta remake on Steam earlier this year. See, I think 2 and 3 and 4 are better. Like 1 is good. It's the harbinger of things to come. Yeah. It creates the genre, right? 2 and 3 and 4 I think are better. And if you like long cutscenes, you can't do better than 4. Or Expedition 33, because there's a couple of them and you're going to love them.
Or Expedition 33.
All right, collecting. Okay, so I'm going to talk primarily about Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1, but we are going to touch on the Game Boy Color version we talked about with Robbie. And then also, if you look on the set here, what you see is Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1 from the PS2 Essentials Collection, which was a box set that they put out in 2004, I think, or something like that. I forget what year it was. Maybe later than that. I have to look. But it was essentially Essential Collection. Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PlayStation 1, and then Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 all bundled together in this Essentials Collection. And there's no manual in there, by the way.
Oh, I wasn't even
kind of shocked by that. But I thought this always confused me, this Essentials Collection version, because look at it. I was always like, is this like somebody's fake case? But it's a real case that was put out by it, and on the back it says part of a set, and it has the 2 Metal Gear Solid 2 and their PlayStation 1 black back discs. So they're actually PS1 games that came out in a PS2 case and a PS2 bundle for Metal Gear. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But anyway, those are what we're going to talk about. 4 has the world record for longest cutscene in a video game. Yeah, it's like 90 minutes. I don't think that's a joke. I think it's like 128 minutes long or something. Not 128, an hour and 28 minutes, something like that. It's insane. Kojima making his movies. Okay, so we're going to talk about the Black Label version because there's a regular standard Black Label version that's a 2-disc set. Yep. Okay, then there's a Greatest Hits version, of which there are 4 different variants of. The green labeled Greatest Hits, which I wouldn't know because we couldn't find a single one in this town. You'd think there's something you could find. It was a Greatest Hits copy of one of the 10 best-selling games on a console. But no, you could find plenty of Greatest Hits Tekken 3. As many as you want. Yep. 0 Metal Gear Solids. Okay. There's a Greatest Hits. There's a Greatest Hits has the centered title because some of them have an offset title. There's one that has a GHA SLUS code, which whatever, I haven't seen any of these. And there's one that has the title that's higher. It's offset a little too high. Okay, whatever. We're going to talk about that. It only matters about the graded versions. Yeah. The Game Boy Color version and then this Essentials Collection version, which is from a PS2 collection. So Black Label version and Greatest Hits version of this game, both loose, 2 discs, are going to cost $25. Do not buy loose disc versions of PS1 games. Unless, what's the only exception to that rule, Jay?
If you're a psycho?
Well, yeah, you could also murder somebody because you're psycho. It doesn't make it okay. Yeah, well. Okay. At what point is it permissible to buy a loose copy of a disc-based video game?
If you have the case already?
Correct. If you have the case and manual, go buy
disc,
it.
Yeah.
But if don't just tape them together. Yes. $25 loose, $30 to $40 for both the Greatest Hits and the Black Label. Black Label is going to cost you maybe $40. Greatest Hits maybe $30 to $35 for a complete in case version. Sealed, they're actually kind of all over the place. There's kind of a lot of them. You can find them sealed for a couple $100. Like, I wouldn't mind grabbing a sealed Metal Gear Solid. You know, maybe like a Black Label. I think there's like a bunch of Greatest Hits. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, so little bit about the Game Boy Color, where Robbie talked about a loose copy of the Game Boy Color cart, $120.
Dang.
And a CIB copy of it is $400
What
for
did
a
he say, he
Game
paid
Boy
$1
Color.
for it?
Yeah, probably. I
think
believe
he
that.
said
Yeah.
he paid $1.
Yeah, it was in a junk box.
Yeah.
Which is probably where it belonged. But anyway, only chaotic evil alignment collectors buy loose PS. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's pretty accurate.
The Essentials Collection, again, loose. Who's buying these games all loose for $55? Don't even pay attention to that. $75 for the complete set of 3 with a slipcover, which I don't have the slipcover. I just have the games. I got them in that collection I bought from that guy a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
They were all in it. And I looked at them like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, oh, yeah. So anyway. All right. Now, graded. WADA.
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm sorry. PSA. People are up in arms about those guys right now, by the way. In the card collecting world, people are not happy with the PSA people.
Well.
But that being said, PSA or WADA or whatever, they have graded 148 copies of this game. That's quite a few. That put it in like the top 10 most PlayStation graded game. Just like the best sales. They align. Now, the funny part to me was this. Of the 148, 129 of them are the black label. And this is what I mean when I was like, there's a lot of these. I feel like there were a lot of like sealed cases of these laying around. The highest grade available, a 10, A++. Now, you don't see 10s very often with a game that's now 27 years old.
Yeah.
Right? You just don't see it. Now, you're also in the jewel case era, so it's more likely. I will also say, shout out to my buddy Holden in Canada. He just had an OG copy of Final Fantasy VIII, a black label original. He got a 10 A++ on it. Highest grade.
Nice.
Yeah, so good for him. But anyway, 129 of the 148 are black label. After that, you got 19 of them total that are all greatest hits or the Essentials collection. So the greatest hits, it's what, 17 of them? With only one being the actual just regular greatest hits. 10 of them are the centered, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to get into all that stuff. Yeah. There's 17 greatest hits copies, which is like so few. I was shocked how few, but then I think you can still buy them raw. Who cares? And then this Essentials collection, I think this is funny. 9.6 no seal. Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question, Jay.
Yes.
If you were to look at this game, how would you be able to tell that I ever opened it?
Because there's no plastic on it?
If this game came unsealed.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
With no seal, it was in a cardboard sleeve. How would you be able to tell that this game had ever been opened? Because on a cardboard box, it's one thing.
Yeah.
You open a cardboard box, there's that area that's meant to bend, and you get ink loss and creases and all that stuff.
Yes.
How can you tell me that this has ever been opened or not? If it was never sealed to begin with, how can you tell?
Because I watched you open it?
No.
Yeah, I watched you open it and show me the disc.
Okay, then show me how you take that out of account. Show me where on that. Show me where on that you can tell.
I can't. I just watched you do it. You asked me how I could tell, and I said I watched you do it.
Okay.
That's like right now. You watched me do it. Now I opened it.
Give me the game. That's disingenuous, and you know it. You're not answering the question intentionally. You're being an obstinate prick. Stop it.
Easy. No, there's no way to tell.
You can't.
No.
There's no way you can tell. If it's never been sealed and it's been opened, again, what? Is there, maybe there's some flex on the plastic on the inside, but you can't tell it's on the inside. If it's bent here, okay, sure. If you're going to go doctor,
that's where WADA could open it, or PSA.
Okay,
And they say, oh, well, there seems to be some whitening in the plastic
Sherlock
here.
Holmes. Yeah, exactly.
You opened it.
But you have to.
I didn't open it. You did.
Yeah, you opened it, dickhead. You can't tell from this thing. We got to talk to some people because that seems disingenuous to me. Okay. Anyway, enough about all that. Now, there's 94 of these also graded by VGA. 27 of them were uncirculated, which means they came out of sealed cases. They could verify. The best being a VGA 95+. That's a lot of sealed games. For a very popular game, I don't care. 250 sealed copies. There aren't that many people that care about sealed games. They always say, oh, you got to have 2 people that care to make something expensive, right? And only one of it. But if there's 250 and there aren't that many people to buy it, okay. You know what I'm saying? All right. And then CGC also has copies, but they don't have a pop report. And I'm not about to get into counting that shit. I saw at least 5 to 7 of them on Heritage and eBay and all that stuff. But my point is there's well over 250 sealed copies of Metal Gear Solid out there if you are so inclined. Now, the highest, the lowest, and the most recent sales of this game. The most this game ever sold for was a WADA 9.8 A++ Black Label, $11,000 and $11,400, I should say, July 11th, 2021. So 4.5 years ago, at the height of mania, when everything is always the most expensive, in the middle of April to July or November of 2021 is when everything was the most expensive. Okay. The lowest this game ever sold for was a Black Label WADA 6.0 A+, sold for $216 during COVID, October 2020. And then the most recent, and this should be very telling, because if you're following along at home, a WADA 9.8 A++ Black Label of this game sold in November for $1,875. Okay, that is the second nicest copy available. There's 110, and there's a bunch of 9.8 A++s. Jay, what's the disparity in numbers between the highest and most recent, price-wise?
Almost $10,000.
It's about $9,600.
Yeah.
And they're the same grade. So, okay, you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
My point is, there's lots of these. And people panicked, and they overpaid. And really what it's worth is a couple thousand. If you wanted this game for a couple $1,000 or 40, you can get it.
It's realistic.
It's not that hard to find. All right. And should you buy it? I think you should. I think you should buy a nice Black Label CI completing case copy for 30 or 40 bucks. Robbie, listen to me. Get yourself one. It's one of those games that's like everywhere you go, you can't find it because it's notable. I think that's just where we're at in collecting now, where it's like, oh, Metal Gear Solid, I like that, and somebody buys it. It's never there for very long, it feels like.
For like 40 bucks, honestly, I'm not a PlayStation collector. I'd buy that.
It seems like one to have,
yeah.
Right? Like, why wouldn't I have the first one in the series if it's so obtainable and easy, right? I agree with you. Yep, see? Might as well. Yeah, I would pick one up. If I see one, I'll grab it for you, because we're going to be doing some game shopping this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm also getting a little bit of money. I'm excited about a little Christmas, but also game shopping this weekend.
Also game shopping.
Plus, Kalen, you owe me money, man. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
Listen, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I have some stuff of his that's not. I'm just joking around. That was a joke. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
But really, he owes you money.
No,
I'm joking.
No, he doesn't. He owes me nothing.
But he does.
You owe me some money.
So,
Anyway.
speedrunning.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Nobody owes me any money. That was a
Oh,
joke.
he says I do owe you money. He guess he does owe you money.
I know he does, but I was just trying to be funny, and then I realized it wasn't that funny when I said it, and then I tried to blow it off, but then
Made
now
it super
he's admitted
awkward
to it.
and-
So yes, $2,000, everybody. It's not that much. It's a few bucks. It's not much at all. If it's $2,000, I don't think he'd be coming. I'm just kidding. He would, because he's a good guy. The notorious CIB himself, the lethargic man who's in love with Retro Rick, according to the comments of his video.
Oh, God. So speedrunning.
Yeah.
So for speedrunning, there
You've
was
said it 5 times.
yes, 269 people ran this game.
Nice.
And the number of runs, 2,457 times.
There are so many types of runs.
Oh, yeah.
And not only are there so many types of runs, but they're all like, okay, easy, normal, extreme, hard. Like there's 4 different versions of all. What's that about speedrunning? I was looking at my phone. Yeah. There are so many. So I just said, you know what? Screw this. Give me what's the fastest? Any percent easy.
Yep.
I was like, screw it. So what'd you get?
Well, any percent easy was done by JN_SC2.
Yep.
And that was done in 32 minutes, 54 seconds. And that was actually December 4th, just a few days ago.
Yeah, it was just a few days ago. It was like a week ago almost. I
What's
watched
today?
some of
Today
it.
is the
10th, 6 days ago.
Yeah, so 6 days ago. Crazy.
It's interesting because I'm like, well, how do you do that? It's you have to watch one of the speed runs because some of it's like they're clipping stuff and they're kind of traversing, but some of it's also like, oh, here's a guard kind of looking right at me, but I did this thing where he couldn't see me for some reason.
Fuck, that's half the time of the explanation of the game.
Jesus Christ. You could have beat the game twice by the time somebody explained to you what the hell is going on. They do also burn through the dialogue pretty quickly.
That's fair.
So, all right.
All that was from speedrun.com.
Should you speed run it?
No.
I don't think so. No. I wouldn't. No. This one, no, I don't think so. I would avoid that. Okay, so Jay, I think that's a show.
I think so. Kind of skimmed right over that one.
Time to announce the last yearly episodic episode. There's no way to there's no good one there. So episode 99 is going to be for a game that was released in 99.
Yes.
There are some obvious candidates for 99, but one of them in particular we're holding off on because we're trying to get somebody involved.
Yes.
So we can't do that one.
Yes.
So I made a decision for the group. I made the executive decision to play Shenmue, the Sega Dreamcast classic, available for $4.
I'm supposed to say that.
No. Oh, are you?
I say the next episode.
Oh.
And you ruined my joke because I was actually
No,
going to say Metal Gear Solid Integral.
I say it because I asked you where can the people listening to us now find us.
You asked me what we're going to play next, and I always tell them.
So, Jay, what are we going to play next?
You ruined my joke.
We can edit it. Remember? It's editable.
So episode 99 is going to be Shenmue.
Shenmue.
So episode 99 will be Shenmue.
Where could you buy it and for how much nowadays?
You can buy it for, I think it was $5 on the PlayStation Shop right now.
And you get 2 with it.
Yeah, you get 1 and 2.
You get
I'm
1
off
and
the
2.
rails
We're not
with
going to do
that
2
lately.
We're not gonna.
We're buying the shit out of games on that.
I know. I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I have to stay away from those things because I'll wind up with like the world's largest Steam library.
I haven't bought that much. I've only bought a couple.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, we're going to do Shenmue, the Sega Dreamcast classic, released in 1999. And when are we going to do that, Jay?
Well, it's kind of up in the air right now. It's a coin toss because if we followed our normal...
It's the Christmas season.
Yes.
It's the holidays. We've entered holiday season.
Yes. And if we follow our normal cadence, it would be the 23rd.
Fourth. It would be.
Yes, it would be. It would be Christmas Eve,
Eve.
which is clearly not realistic.
That's probably not.
No, we're not going to.
That's probably not it.
So we're either going to do we have to get with Robbie and John and find out what works.
We
best
have
for
to
everybody.
collaborate and plan because if you saw it tonight, what happens when you don't?
Yeah, John's out playing
trivia,
and Robbie's eating dinner late,
which he told us.
Yeah,
he was prepared.
I digress, but we're potentially looking either doing Monday the 22nd, or doing the following week on the 29th.
Monday the 29th.
Yes.
Right. So we'll let everybody know. We'll put it out there in the Discord and maybe an Instagram post. Who's to say?
Oh, maybe
might get crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of all that, where can the people listening to us now find us?
We have a link tree.
Okay.
It is linkter.ee/lost joystick. Yeah, just like that. And that gives you a link to all of our stuff, including our Patreon, which if you wanted to go straight to our Patreon, you could go to patreon.com/Lost Joystick Network.
And we got a new patron.
We did.
Our friend Ross joined.
Yeah. And for as
awesome guy.
as $3.50 a month and as much as $5 a month, you can hang out. You can see some of John's pizzas.
Yeah.
You can.
That's not a euphemism, folks. He makes pizzas.
Yeah, he does. Some pretty good looking pizzas. You could hang out with Robbie in the Bad Dude room.
I think we got too many rooms.
No.
I do. We really do.
Yeah, well.
There's no traffic in almost all of them.
Well,
we really need to.
Some of them we could probably archive.
We probably need to consolidate.
Yeah.
But yes.
But we got that.
We got lots of people in there to hang out with. It's a good spot.
Yeah.
Where can the people find us there? How would they be able to do that?
I just said you can go to patreon.com/Lost Joystick.
I wanted you to repeat it so people would get it.
Oh, you can go to patreon.com/Lost Joystick
It's
Network.
very important. If you've ever listened to any radio ad, it's very important to repeat the same thing. 81877 cars for kids. KARS cars for kids. See, we need a jingle like that. Like www.patreon.com Lost Joystick Network.
Okay, I went ahead and muted him. So you can go to our patreon.com/Lost Joystick Network to sign up in our Discord. Or you can go to our individual pages as well, which our social media pages are Lost Joystick for Instagram and Twitter, and Lost Joystick Network for Facebook or Twitch if you're watching us right now on Twitch. And last but not least, if you wanted to send Mike and I an email, you can always email us at info@lostjoysticknetwork.com.
It's true.
That's all I got.
I'll get it and I'll respond. Ask the people. The people that have emailed, ask them. They'll tell you. They respond. We respond to emails.
I was waiting for somebody in the
You know
chat to be
why?
like, I sent an email a month ago and nobody's
We care. Let them say it. They're lying.
Have you checked our email yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had to. I had to get some. I had to gather some information from some people for reasons. Anyway, all right. Well, that's it, man. So I guess that's a show. Pull this down a little bit, and we'll hit this button. Jay, thanks for being here, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. As always, you're always invited to the party. Buy me Bone Storm or go to hell. You got it, buddy. I'm just glad we're all here. We have such a good group of friends. Good group hanging out. Thanks for coming. Thanks for staying. Thanks for being. So I'm going to say, as we approach the real holiday season, go out there. Have fun. Be safe. Did I do that right? And be excellent to each other.
There you go.